Look at it, almost on time, aren't I? Right, late to be fine. I needed to eat something. But often necessary energy to do something. Now I need to lose my belt because I ate too fucking much. Yeah, let me quickly put shit everywhere and... Oh, what's going on? What? What indeed? Strange. Good day, Sir William. Here's a mic now. Well, congratulations. It arrived, eh? Oh, fucking fast shipping though, wasn't it? You sure we just talked yesterday about it? I'm surprised how fast it is. I like it. I like it very much. Oh, never left that screen apparently. That explains why it's not loading. Fucking YouTube being fucking YouTube again. Well, shouldn't take that long to open that window. Who can go away now, little window? And you, little window, were supposed to be loading. You were supposed to be better at this window, but you weren't. Apparently I can't read. Well, no, I can't read. And now I can actually read my own mistake and go like, ha! Well, that's not below, that's spelled wow though. Okay, writing is difficult. Let's not care about it too much. I'm sure the whole wild world of the internet will not amuse itself greatly with my inability to fucking write a simple word. And if they do, what do we care? Little William, how is the quality? Very important question, isn't it? Make a recording or something. Make a recording of yourself. Go like test 1, 2, 3. Very classical move. YouTube once again decides to not load like a normal human being should and decides in fact to sit around doing nothing. That is not pleasant. It is not pleasant at all. So that means I need to reload the window again. One-day shipping. I rarely use abilities as I rarely use stuff like that. It usually costs a bit extra and I'm not willing to fucking pay extra. I'm the sort of person who's like, nope. I can wait. I have time. Screw you. Free one. Well, that's nice of them. It is very nice of them. Is indeed. Oh, down that before. I finally go over to the game. Let me do one final check if everything is fucking working because I mistrust some YouTube a bit. Just, you know. Too sure. Okay. Change things around. And let's see if we can actually get the older picture.
You know what it is sometimes. I'll try our bestest.
Why are you playing myself in the background? That's great. But you sound any... Shut up. Fast self. It's like bad massa. I just mean well. You don't. Ah, now then. We're back. And it is Friday. We are going to play some more good old-fashioned Neverwinter nights. And so we're once again finding ourselves in a building where everything is just interesting. Like that picture nobody wants to see, so they put a fucking bookshelf in front of it. Yep, stuff like that. And what have we done already? We have done a lot of cool things. Snow globe. We finished one area. We got one word of power, and next on the list is going to another place and getting another word of power. The northern plate, is it the cold wood? I want to say, but I'm not too sure. I might try to book it as well. But before we do that, as it has been a time-honored tradition at this point, we're going to talk to all of the bloody fucking NPCs, get all of the little quest lines, and see if we can maybe perhaps finish a few of those quest lines already. Or so the idea goes, at the very least. Kind of what I announced, excuse me, what we will be doing today, and, well, let's start with the fucking part, shall we?
Is there something you need?
Anyway, I'm just like to click in on you. Let's continue your story. Alright, I've thought about which story to tell you. The note one. Story of Tamolin and the Song of Love. Sounds promising. Happy you approve. Now, since you promised to be a good audience, be quiet for once. But, no buts. Tamolin was an elven bard, one of the most talented and famous from an age ago. At the peak of his life, he was happily married with numerous children, yet still he felt he had left something undone. He bid his children a tearful farewell one day, laying his faithful wife close to his breast, promised to return as he began the greatest quest of his long life. For decades he searched for Anali Selanil, the elven goddess of love, called her from her temples, walked the fields of Havandor, serenaded her from the highest mountaintops. Just when he thought he could search no more, thoughts turned to his long-lost wife and children, and Ali came to him at long last. Well, that's one hell of a cocktease, so far. She was the most beautiful of elves, her eyes warm, clad in a gown of silver and gold. Thou hast sought me out, she spoke, and I've come. What dost thou desire of me? You're a goddess of love, yet there's not much he can desire of you, is there? Ronald was almost overcome by her beauty, but then he spoke. Nali, he said, as I called Lady Goldheart, the winsome rose, the mother of sadness, I wish a boon. Desire to know the true meaning of love, so that I may write a song to stir the hearts of mortal and immortal alike. Would you grant me this boon? Put a sword on his offer and smiled. I'm the three who are one, child. One more task for each of us, and you shall know the true meaning of love, and be rewarded. Three who are one. Yes, and the Queen of Havandor is the elven goddess. God fucking damn it. Fuck you, Elvish. She is commonly thought of as three goddesses. Three aspects who together are the one. The triune. One, of course, the Hanali goddess of love and the god elves. One is Satiri Vania, goddess of the sky and the winged Avariel. Third is Sehani Moonbow. At least that name is a bit easier. Goddess of dreams and the moon elves. Merlin readily agreed to perform the task, of course. That, however, tell you another time, being as you interrupted in all. Alright, let's go. Bitch.
Yes?
Stop
Is there something
the
you
story
need?
time for no other good reason than to annoy me. Continue story. What fuck damn it, woman, you could talk so much to me. Yes, I'm just here to pick you up, talk to you, and then be on my way again.
What can Tommy do for you?
Not much. Honestly, if I hear you say herky dokey one more time, I'm going to strangle you. Wait a second, can I level you up? Level up, bitch. And he's like, I'm gonna meditate now. Okay, so, continue your story. Was I telling a story, my lady? Right, about the end of my apprenticeship with Halasa. Well, wizards are a funny lot, you know. A self-respecting thief would go poking his nose into places where it's sure to get cut off. Wizards run like moths into bonfires. Halasa was no different. He didn't want me to find out, of course, but I had a way of sneaking around his tower without him knowing. So I'm summoning demons. Oh. So, why would he be summoning demons? Why does any wizard summon demons? Power, knowledge, succubus booty. Fair point. Who can tell? Maybe he needed a chess partner. Anyway, this demon seemed harmless enough. It had some laughs, and it tickled the mage's belly until he was giggling like a schoolgirl. Interesting. Hobby for a mage. Okay. So after Salazar dismissed it and left, I decided I would call up this demon and see so much riches he could give me. It didn't seem like such a big thing at the time. Mike works. Can hear my own gold stream. Diddle-dum. Look at that, little William. He's become talkative now. Can talk. That's a good start. Now the question is, what about its quality? Very important question, I think. Quality over quantity, as they say. I'll follow you around in my game. You do that. Basically A ghost follows me. Shadow questing. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well then, well then, well then. Oh, so you consorted with a demon. Multiverse. Indeed. Very modern and multi and absolutely quadruple setup system of streaming, apparently. Kind of forgot where I was going with that. But then again, you know. It was a long week, what can I say? My mind works in mysterious web. Hey, she makes sound like we got married and went off to the Dales to live in bliss. We summoned at once, my lady. Gosh. I read a bit of the wizard's book and summon the demon, right? Well, the demon looks so surprised to see me, and he just laughs and laughs and laughs. And what's so damn funny, right? He says, "Why, you, little one?" It's a big, booming voice, and all I can think is, boy, I'm so gonna be so fucking rich. What happened? Well, I shouted him and demanded he make me rich, right? He laughs again. I say, better make me powerful then, and it's maybe just as good. He laughs again, and he comes down and he says, okay, and gives me a magic wand. That will give me all the power I need. And poof, he's gone. Boy, that one got me into so much trouble. Hey, what did it do? I'll have to tell you what the one did sometime later. Maybe. Just say Halasar wasn't happy about it. Anyway, sure we got more bird fix to do. Do we now? More bird fix and talking to my companions. Yes, follow me. Leyland, level up. You useless cunt. He's like, okay. Okay.
Is there something you need?
Let's talk. Continue your story, please. Should focus on finding the words of power for Aringent, which I suppose I can spare some time to share with you the legend of my people I mentioned earlier. Oh, honor yet? Ancient times, all the Utgard tribes were one, a mighty nation under the great hero king Utgard. The people were indomitable in battle. None dared stand against Utgard when he wielded his great spear. Said no weapon could harm him when he brandished the spear over his head. Go on. But against all greatness, the armies of our armies must. Goblins, orcs, ogres, and other creatures too foul to mention. The dark host marched forth from the mountains to battle Utgard and his people. Dramatic. According to the tale, there was a young boy who desired nothing more than to be a great hero of the Utgard. When news of the invasion came, so he would join the ranks of men as a warrior. He was a mere child, but even a youth, and Thoris told him to stay with the women and infants. The boy was brave and stubborn. He would not accept this. What did the boy do? The night before the battle, the boy crept into Utgard's tent and stole his magic spear. The boy marched out in the darkness to face the horde alone. But he was a child. He did not even know where he was going. He soon became lost in the woods. In the morning, Utgard woke to find his spear gone. He was forced to march against the enemy without it. The battle raged fierce and bloody. Many warriors fell before the enemy broke and fled. But even victory came with a terrible cost. Utgard, father of our people, was felled by an arrow through the eye. What about the boy with the spear? For many days the boy found his way back to the camp. Those who saw him with the spear quickly understood what had happened. They blamed him for Utgard's death. Cast him out forever, banishing him from the tribe. The boy fled, taking the spear with him. Why the fuck did they let him take the fucking spear? He only wanted to prove himself a warrior. He only wanted to help defend the tribe. His motives were honorable. His actions had tragic consequences. But Utgard could not forgive him, just as Neverwinter could not forgive Fentic. But the tale does not end there. How does it end then? The boy vanished. He was never seen again. Neither was Utgard's spear, the symbol and source of the Utgard nation's power and might. Without a spear, my people were vulnerable, and our enemies fell upon us. The great nation of the Utgard was splintered into small tribes. Never again would we know the glory of our past. Had the Utgard forgiven the boy, he and the spear would have remained, and the Empire would have stayed strong. If they weren't forgiven Fentic, Erebus might not have betrayed the city she loved. I guess I can kinda see your point, but you try to make a nice point here. It's a lesson in the fall of the Utgard, as Neverwinter would do well to heed. There is hope for the city yet, just as there's hope for the Utgard. Hope you say. I'm more to the legend of Utgard's spear player. Perhaps later I will tell you the tale. Of course you decide right in when it gets interesting to be like, nope. Indeed. Yeah, start leveling up, bitch. She's like, okay, Masha.
Is there something you need?
Yes. A staunch proponent of the free exchange of ideas. What is it you wish to know? continue what you were telling me before, please. You seem quite interested in the subject. I suppose we could spare a few minutes from our quest to speak about Gon's arrival on the shores of Lantern, if you wish. Well, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't want to hear the tale. Precisely. As I already mentioned, Gaunt Wonderbringer appeared on the shores of Lantern 3 times at the time of troubles. In those years, how the Overfather of the gods decreed they must walk among us mortals. And even as mortals, even better. Which totally did not screw over the world morally, because, it's such a good idea to bring such powerful beings into the fucking mortal realm. Like, yes. Why don't we put the god of fucking murder on the fucking planet? He totally is not going to do some horrible things. Then again, he got slain. The irony being the god of murder and getting murdered. It's like, okay, fair point, fair point. I know where this is going. I'm kind of an expert on the matter. But then again, at least he had some fun before, By a little fun, I mean he had so much fun, he quite literally fucked everything that wasn't running away at fucking highest speed imaginable. Good times were had indeed. Hang on, Wonderbringer. Choose to take the form of a gnome. Logical choice. Given the obvious advantages of my race. It was in this form that he washed up on the shores of Lantern. You can imagine people were skeptical of Gaunt's claim. The Wonderbringer's clerics confirmed his identity. During the time of troubles, a great strife among the Sunday mortal gods. Bane, Baal, and Miracle slew each other, battling over the portfolio of death. They did indeed. Not much was left there, but Baal was pretty cool. Like, yeah, I can foresee my own death. What can I do about it? How about I create 1,000,000 offspring? Orkeen, goddess of wealth and commerce, vanished. It has never returned. Gon chose not to become involved in the machinations and power struggles of the other deities. He dwelt peacefully among the people of my island home, sharing his wisdom and knowledge with us. Perhaps the most well-known gift he shared with us was the secret of making smoke powder. Smoke powder, you say? Smoke powder is quite useful, if somewhat dangerous. It resembles nothing more than coarse black sand. When lit, smoke powder will explode with a blast of surprising force. Smoke powder is a remarkable tool with many uses. It can be quite destructive in the wrong hands. This is why even among the Lanternese, the secrets of smoke powder are known only to a precious few. Even though smoke powder is God's most well-known gift to my people, it's not the most important piece of knowledge he shared with us. What do you mean? What other gift did he give you? As I have already told you, we are a society of observers and thinkers. We have a tradition of isolating ourselves from the politics and events of Faerun. But Gaunt changed all that. He warned us a time was coming when we must become involved in the affairs of the mainland. A time was coming which we could not afford to remain dispassionate and neutral. I would not say when this time was, or what the circumstances would be of this momentous event. But when a god tells you to go forth into the rest of the world, it would be wise to listen. London is still a very close and mysterious society. Given the analytical nature of our society, we could not expect we would suddenly integrate ourselves with the rest of Faerun without careful study and research what we were about to undertake. Suddenly, the discoveries and accounts of those who had left our island on journeys of exploration became infinitely more important as a tool to teach us of the society and culture we knew we would soon be interacting with. Now, by law, all who leave Lantern must first visit the clerics of Gaunt, Wonderbringer, to obtain divine guidance before embarking on the journey. Well, what kind of divine guidance did you receive? Me? The usual, God of Gaunt, that kind of thing. Pretty much what you'd expect. Bodinock, I'm keeping secrets from me now. Guidance received from Gaunt's clerics is a personal and private thing. Nothing to do with our work for yet. Perhaps I will speak more of this later, but now is not the time. We need to focus on a mission. Get those words of power. Hey, now.
Something you need.
You want to talk more? No, you don't want to talk more about this. Jesus Christ, all of that reading it does make me a bit thirsty. Should probably actually get something to drink. Just use the fucking drink I already have.
Is there something?
Give me a second while I give myself a nice little drink. That my poor little throat is not gonna kill me. Also, I forgot to silence the smartphone. That's not good. I always silence your fucking phone because otherwise it's going to annoy the living shit out of you. Tasty. Better. Now then. You have to love this obviously evil character who's like, yeah, conversations to one way the best time until silent note comes to claim us. What do we should speak about? And I'm pretty sure if I were like, let's talk about death and destruction, his little eyes would lit up. And you'd be like, ah, yes, my most favorite topic in the world. Well, I want to continue with our conversation. Very well. The beauty of death is not easily understood, but if you're willing, I will tell you of some of the rituals I endured when I joined the Long Death. Yes, tell me more about the rituals. Before an initiate can be accepted to the order, they must first learn to appreciate the beauty of death. They must walk the cemeteries and graveyards in search of this beauty. Or what, you try to be some edgy goth kid or something? We must live and dwell amongst the dead and dying. We must surround ourselves with that which others consider gruesome and macabre. For many, this is the easiest part of our training. I was already in raptures with the corpses on the battlefield. I already understood the perfect truth of the deaths. The next phase of our training is to understand the tools the Silent Lord uses to prepare us for death. Pain, suffering, sorrow, agony, all sounding very pleasant there. We participate in the torture of victims. We witness the sweet release they achieve when, at last, they succumb to death. Then we subject ourselves to the same torments as our victims. We taste the pain and suffering as it burns away that part of us which clings to the mortal world. You subject yourself to torture. And through experiencing such pain, can we understand how it prepares us to kneel at the altar of the Silent Lord. Pain is of this world, but can release us to the next. The Silent Lord claims many during this stage of the initiation. Those whom he has chosen to yet serve him in this world, those who survive, continue their training. The next stage of our initiation, we must become true servants of the Silent Lord. We must murder 3 people, a rich old man, a poor young woman, and a newborn child. Why does it have to be these specific 3 victims? Saying a rich old man, a poor young woman, and a newborn babe, we learn that all of us are subjects of the Silent Lord. Male, female, young, old, rich, poor, death has dominion over us all. Next, we must face the wheel, a simple test, but one which delivers more initiates into the hands of the Silent Lord than any other. The wheel teaches us that the Silent Lord chooses at his pleasure, not ours. We're subject to whims and chance. Death is random. So, how does the wheel work? The wheel is made of alternating white and black squares. If the pointer stops on a white square, we move on to the final initiation. If it stops on a black square, we're slain on the spot. That's tragically random. I began the initiation. There were 6 of us seeking to enter the order. 2 died on the torture racks. 1 was captured after murdering a wealthy elderly merchant and hung. It left 3 of us to face the wheel. I alone survived to face the final challenge. So, what was the final challenge then? But I'm not yet ready to share with you. I have not yet completed it. But I thought you were a member of the order already. Monk of the Long Death player. Final challenge is necessary only if I ever wish to enter the inner circle of my order. I want to ask you for aid in this. This challenge is sacred to the order. Despite all I've done, not yet certain you are ready to learn of a most hallowed secret. Back at the monastery, could consult with the elders. In their absence, I can only wait and see if some sign is delivered to me. Only if I receive this sign, I'll be able to tell you of the final challenge. Perhaps later we'll speak more of this. Now is not the time. Shameful bloody excuse everybody uses on me.
I hope that you would return.
Yes, I have returned. Now start leveling up a little. Whoop. Meditates for a second, goes like, yes, I feel better
What
now.
can I do for you?
Let's continue our story time, shall we? I suppose you won't rest until I tell you about the accident that led to my becoming cleric of Sehanin. As I can tell you, that was a horrifying experience. Yes, tell me. It was just over a month into our training when Gedolin decided to let us examine some of his collection of magical artifacts. He took us into his vault, the part where the lower-powered magic items were stored. I played with them for a while, but I was bored. You were bored playing with magic items. Being from a wizard's home, most of us had seen items like these quite a few times. I was hardly going to be impressed by a band of magic missiles. But they're fun to play with, aren't they? Noticed that one of the doors had been left open, so I thought I would have a quick peek inside. Didn't mean to touch anything, but two of the other students came in behind me. One of them asked what I was doing. Boy scared me, causing me to jump into the air. They didn't land on the floor. I didn't see the rope that was hung to keep people away from this one display. The hole I fell into was a doorway into another plane of existence. Or at least that's what they told me later. According to Gedolin, no person, let alone a child, should have survived the experience. But how did you survive? All I know is that my body seemed to expand and contract at a horribly fast rate, like a hyperventilating toad. The feeling seemed to last for hours, but it was over in seconds. Can't explain it any better than that, and it stopped, I opened my eyes. So, what did you see then? It was a large grey, squishy thing that looked at me, 20 large eyes. Oh, but a little, I remember that. And it started to move. I don't think I've ever seen anything move so very fast. I screamed as it attacked, and continued to scream as a bolt of glowing blue light ripped through its body, just seconds before it could reach me. I sat on the ground, trembling uncontrollably. Arms enveloped my quaking form. Soft voice whispered words into my ear. Oh, but that I was safe. I only recall images of journeys and safety, life and death, and of times to come. As I spoke, I began to feel very tired and drifted off to sleep. When I woke, I was in a comfortable bed, surrounded by a curtain stretched up to the ceiling. I could hear a man's and a woman's voice talking softly beyond it. The voices were suddenly interrupted by the entrance of my master, who angrily asked why I was taken to the temple of Sehanim. A single word from the woman stopped him cold. So what did she say? What she said was his name. He looked at her with a piercing stare. His eyes opened in surprise. He sank to his knees. I was confused. I had no idea who was standing by my bed. The only word my master could speak was her name. That's one hell of a bet. One hell of a nurse. Chihanini. Oh, the goddess was basically bored enough to stand by this. They're like, let's see, what's happening in the world? Oh, look at that, there's somebody getting thrown into another dimension. Oh, look, she's attacked by a tentacle monster. Maybe I should, do something about that. Well, now that she has helped out this nasty little elven creature, why don't I, go to the realm of the mortals and stand by her bed and scare the ever living shit out of everybody, including the poor fucking maid responsible for said elven creature. That's gonna give you a shock. Wait. You were rescued by a goddess. The goddess came over and pulled the curtain back. She smiled and kissed me on the forehead. My child, she said, you have exceeded the boundaries of luck. A green light surrounded her body as she stepped back and disappeared. Years after that experience, people treated me with awe, called me the godchild. And he did me a favor, and there were days when I wished she could have done it quieter. Well, that does seem to stretch the limits of fucking luck. Such is my life. Better good luck in heaping amounts. Like a gift of gold that crushes you under its weight. That's a nice metaphor, actually. I have dedicated my life to the goddess. She gave me that gift, and I gave everything back to her. There is a task that she wishes me to accomplish, and that is why she chose to save my life. Task, you say? I heard a few of the words she shared with the high priest before my master came in the room. That is a task for me, and should not be allowed to interfere with your quest. Too much to do right now to tell that tale. Need to find the words of power. Yes, we do, but I would kinda like you to give me your quest already.
I suspected you.
Yes, I'm back again with you. Okay. We talked to the people, we learned a few things. Not necessarily things I'm too much worried about at the moment. But good to know what our companions have to offer. And I'm assuming at some point they will be like, can you get me an item, please? And I think we already have a few of those, but see how that works out. Finally, shall we? For the moment, as we said, I was kind of expecting this to take a bit longer, actually. Kinda happy that it didn't take that long. We'll go towards the Coldwood. Yeah, it was actually the Coldwood. And see how that turns out, shall we? Some more slaying in the making. I need to speak with you. Yes, but do I need to speak with you? Delval.
Yes? Hello?
Now you. Hey, Chad. You're the paladin who's working for again, aren't you? It is indeed right. So who the fuck are you? My name is Delvar. I'm a scout working for Ghent. Sent me out, he mentioned that player charm. Hero saved Neverwinter. The plague was working for him now. I mean to keep an eye out for you. Though I have to admit his description didn't really do you justice. My lady? I thought prettier than he described. You're not so bad yourself, Delvar. It would please me more than to continue to exchange compliments with such a fine lady as yourself. There's neither the time nor the place for such things. Says the guy who fucking started this whole nonsense. Some time ago, Alan Gent sent me out to scout the Coldwood. He thought it might help in your mission if you had some advanced information about the area. It's the only path into the Coldwood. Just set up a little camp here to keep an eye out for you, anyone else working for and who might pass my way. The only way I could be sure of getting you the information. What's the information? Afraid you didn't find anything about the Gods of Power themselves. Yet I would have reported that directly to Toronto. Did stumble across some orc bandits, though, to watch my step so they didn't find me spying on them. He stumbled over a strange magical portal in the forest. Interesting. Tell me about the orcs. A few nights ago I heard footsteps crashing through the undergrowth. I darted into the trees. After all, I'm a scout, not a fighter. There ought to be a couple orcs tromping around, grumbling about having to go out on patrol. Just to say, I followed them. Followed them for a while, but they didn't lead me back to their camp. They were saying I'm pretty sure their camp was somewhere here in the Coldwood. Hey, what about the portal? Scouting around, I stumbled across a clearing filled with shimmering columns of dancing lights. Not really what you'd expect to find in the middle of the forest. I don't know much about magic, but I'm a tracker, and I know about paths and hidden passages. Pretty sure those columns were marking a magical entrance to some wizard's tower or mage's lab. I need of any particular wizard who makes his home in the Coldwood. I imagine the portal leads to somewhere that hasn't been used in quite a while. Hey, where can I find the portal? That's the funny thing. I myself from being a great tracker and never get lost. I couldn't even begin to tell you where I stumbled across that portal. Must have triggered a spell to disorient me. Maybe there was some type of magical ward to keep me from remembering where the entrance was hidden. Good news is that most of these protection wards are one-shot deals. If you manage to find the clearing with the glittering columns, you probably won't have to worry about the same thing happening to you. And we shall be on our way to the portal at dogs. An orc fire archer. Well, he didn't live long. Not that I'm really afraid of orcs at this point in time. They're pretty tough. To put it very, very mildly. I mean, quite literally, I can just, run around and kill a bunch of orcs like no one business. Does have its advantages, I will admit. Now then. Corpse is a corpse is a corpse. And it has stuff on it. Which is not my stuff. Most important thing in the world. Look at that, another big group of orcs. I think they are something, at least. They will learn better quickly. Or maybe they will not learn, which doesn't really matter because they're gonna be dead anyway. Deservedly so. Things like dramatic music, combat too, very much too. And I'm sitting like, yeah, okay, but combat already over. Because orcs not very tough. I see a little bird tree. And it's probably leading forward, I would assume. I know, assumptions, dangerous. Put it mildly. Help, a nest intruder. Okay, so what? What are you gonna do about that orc? Because I can tell you, I can't be much successful here. Well, I guess we found the camp for the moment. Good start indeed. The old orc camp. Check out this little area here. Steal all the things from the 40s. Beat another shaman over the head. Because he was stupid enough to actually come all the way over here. Like, why did our shaman run away? I don't know, shaman things. Runs towards the enemy, dies. Check out now, spiritual leadership. No! Hey, if your spiritual leadership is that fucking stupid, I'm sorry to say that. It's not much helping you.
I always get my way.
Oh, look at that, it's a great Vav. He thinks it's a problem that I come into his camp. Amuse me, Vav. Come on, fight me. Hit me harder, bitch. Oh, but he's badly wounded. And he surrenders. Nobody at the great sun was surprised. Oh, I talked to him. I want to steal his things. Okay, now we talk to you. You will not kill Bath. You let Bath live. Who are you, and why did you take me? Not know of the mighty. Me am great bandit who robbed from rich and give it to me. This be camp of Bath. Me attackers you come to camp, but you're strong. Too strong for Bath. You let Bath live? If we one good reason I should let you live. Give you gold. I will just kill you, take your stuff away. Give me the gold and get out of here before I change my mind. Immediately showcases that you can use fucking teleportation magic of all bloody things. Like, aha. The bachelors to let him go. Should have killed him for that alone. Alas, I didn't know he had teleportation magic. Alas, never underestimate a bloody orc. Ouch. Ouch. 2 fucking traps hitting me in the face. No bloody good reason. Experiment at +3. That's kinda neat. If we were using fucking bloody skirmiters. Put it down. But you know. Intertwine. Well, at least we took care of the fucking orc bandits. Relatively speaking. Strange time to just look at where that fucking rich thingy actually leads us. I wonder. Probably towards that magical circle fucking Scout told us of. Seems to be the only thing that's really sticking out in this area. Yeah, I'm kinda interested. Because actually, as I know, we've said so in the past already, I don't really remember this particular chapter well, so I actually don't know how this is going to. I completely forgot about the fucking crater ruins until I was in there and I was like, oh yeah, this shit. Fucking riddles. So I'll probably have somewhat close to that experience here too. Not bad, shall we? Not bad at all. Shaman's like, I see disgusting little orcs. I wanna kill them. I mean, you know, fair point. Here's a bit of a hate boner for fucking orcs. Go ahead, little Sharwin. Go ahead. Have yourself some fun. Playing little music because she's the bird. Okay, this little bad lady, she would probably like that black quill thing that gives a bonus to performance. She would actually have use for that. Would be like, hey, yeah, precisely my sort of stick. Precisely. Not so much everybody else was like, meh. This ain't good. Okay, so, Wizard Circle. My. Getting name. Then we have more cold wood area apparently. To the north. Well, let's go to the Wizard Circle first. Seems like the sort of area where I might find what I'm looking for. Yeah, cultists. Very telling sign. A very telling sign indeed. Well then, killed one of them. Cultist archers. You're not using bows or crossbows, you're using fucking swords though. I mean, I guess we could question this a bit more, but let's just accept it as is. And the leader's like, I want to cast some more magic while I'm invisible. Oh. That worked out splendidly for him. Let's see, there's your journal. All glory to the coming queen of the old ones, yada yada. The Coldwood new blood that they had stripped and tied between what? Who? They had to deal with a traitor in the midst. Erica was walking beside me as I discussed the possibility of another foray into that cursed dungeon. Very strangely, quite an intro perspective. She asked me if I thought what we were doing was right. I thought what we were doing was right. I asked her what she meant, and she hesitated to reply that she was wondering if we should actually be serving the old ones. The cold wood new blood that day. It was stripped and tied between two of the trees. I whipped her myself until the flesh hung from the back in long strips. As I whipped her, she begged for forgiveness for her doubt. I was going to let her live. She cried out to Ilmata for release. She muttered a prayer, cut out her beating heart, and burned it as a sacrifice to the old ones. Not a pleasant guy. Really a people person, basically. He damn well knows how to win people or something. By cutting out their fucking hearts. I mean, that's one way to win somebody's heart, I guess. In a very strange and very direct way. I mean, you know, who are we to judge? Who are we to judge indeed? Those are some bloody fucking werecats. I don't know what those are doing in this particular fucking forest, but... well, they'll die like everything else. At least of that much we can be relatively sure. More werecats.
I always get my...
Oh well, if they want to die that badly, I'm sure we can arrange that. We're pretty good at it, I'd say. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do.
To battle!
Me, little werecat. Let me slay you. Because I need all of the goodies. I'm assuming that's the fucking wizard circle. Skype +3. That's kinda nice gift from a fucking werecat. Would assume, you know, if one of those creatures had a fucking side +3 in its inventory, it would actually make use of it, you know. But it's like, nah, that would be cheating. Gosh, that would get in the way of my claws. Well, at least I do see a little magical circle. That is a good sign. And some more remains that apparently did not pick up yet. Yeah, can't have that now, can we? Can't live without picking up all the goodies. Well then, we managed to find a dungeon. We immediately start out with a fucking lock chest. That's always great. And 4 fucking doors. It too is going to make this relatively fun, I guess. Where is it? Yeah, I was about to say. Shaman is probably still suffering from that fucking sickness thing.
I simply can't carry all of this.
You can, and you know you can. I'll make bloody damn sure you can carry it all. Well, now to be fair, we are going to teleport back relatively quickly and do something about that by selling one of the shit.
Fair enough.
And making a clinic in the process. A very important need. Money is good. And yeah, elemental. Do not have a good life. Am I sitting on my ass and I'm not doing anything? That takes forever to get back up again from. Jesus Christ. Let's not do, not try to suffer that again, shall we? Because that is, in all honesty, beat cancer. Doop 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 doop. Really managed to kill Sharwin. Oh yeah, Elemental. I mean, that's kind of impressive, honestly. Only for that much. But well. Will die all the same. Hello. Well, hello there, Jalil. Hello. You're a new face. I haven't seen you around. Well, welcome. How are you, my friend, on this fine evening? You see, I'm myself getting shocked to almost fucking death. Okay, not good. Playing some Neverwinter nights. Was a fun little game. Very fun little game.
Dying was unpleasant.
Dying was unpleasant, she says. Nobody else in the room was gonna say anything different. I can look at YouTube streamers. Well, it can be entertaining, to be fair. You only watch Twitch. Fair enough. Actually, in my case, I'm on both platforms anyway, so it's kinda like, you went over to YouTube only to find somebody who is also on Twitch. Hey. Not a bad choice. You know, the stream would be a good place to start. I can agree on that part. Neverwinter Nights. I also know somebody who's very much willing to agree with you there. Little William. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights. I mean, it ain't Baldur's Gate, but shit, is still a close second. I'll have to admit that much at the very least. Although, you know, still. Seems to be a special dagger. Just going off the bloody fact that I can't sell it. How good are you? Minus 40. It's not... It's not bad, but it's also not good. It's in reverse, but both good. Fair point. To each their own, as they say. In my case, you know, Baldur's Gate left quite huge impression. Quite a huge one. Yes, not something you can easily override, let's just say. Which reminds me that at some point we should play Baldur's Gate on one hand, but we should also play Neverwinter Nights 2. Never start like this. But I really don't want to necessarily... Not because it's a bad game, mind you. Neverwinter Nights 2 is also pretty neat, but that last boss though. I hated it so fucking much. What did I do? Okay, let's not think about this and just go on a merry way again. Wait a sec, just... Yeah. I was for a second, just for a second, I was thinking maybe go on foot. Am I still overloaded? I know, I have the fucking detection mode on down there. That's what I did.
We shall not be defeated.
Yep. Now win. For the love of all that is holy, could you maybe not do that? Not die? They do be what they say. Indeed. Very, very true. That's much. Come on, die please. It's moments like this where I'm like, I might want to consider stopping being such a fucking special, fucking idiotic way of paladin. Actually start using my fucking magic spells, but meh. Library of YouTube streamers, since I don't really have any I watch. Shadows. Not a bad idea. Honestly, I would give you some names, but honestly, I don't have any myself. To be fair. Yeah, I mean, Twitch would be a lot easier. I know at least a few people who stream on Twitch, although, to be fair, I started a lot later than most of those. I don't actually know that many people. Most of those I only know because they drop by at some point and were like, hey. Strange how that works out sometimes, isn't it? Oh, you missed it. Wow, I shall take my placing in the list with pride. Thank you very much. Very nice of you. Fetch me to your list. You will see a lot of random assortment of games in this particular channel. Lots of cool shit. As far as I'm concerned, it is. And also, you know, my range is rather large. From Neverwinter Nights to Grandia to pretty much everything. Actually, just recently we played a bit of WoW just for the lulz, because they bring Wrath of the Lich King into the classic soonish. Which kind of like, you know, like my heyday. And things were still good. Vanilla though. Oh, let's see, what does it say? Suspect there are a number of natural pools. The construction of my laboratory, somebody power, blah blah blah. Along with the casting of melfs, etc. Wait a second. Simply required the addition of Saladi tongue to the pool along with the casting of melfs, etc. Okay. That's a clue if I've ever seen one. Like getting hit over the head with a fucking clue. Ooh, we need a Schladi token. And we need... Well, how am I even going to cast that? I'm not a mage. Yep, a little bit I was thinking of getting back to WoW and to into senses. Honestly, I mean, to be fair, I got a friend of mine who was like, okay, come on, let me pay for a month so you can play a bit. It's like, okay, if you pay for it, I'm willing to do it. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have returned either, but... Just out of interest, I started playing around with that whole classic thing they have going on now, and I kinda like it. I mean, I knew I would, because that's basically the time when I still had quite a few positive feelings about WoW and Blizzard in general. Still, though. Back in Cataclysm back in the day. Yeah, I've stopped a bit. I mean, you know, I played basically all the way through Wrath of the Lich King. With Cataclysm, my interest waned. Stayed basically because of a few friends. We basically used WoW as the equivalent of a meeting place, basically. Was kinda neat. So we played a bit. I'm not in any way serious until... when actually?
I'll put you in your place.
And now that Warlords of Draenor really disappointed me, that much I can tell you. That is not good. I'm losing strength. Was I do remember what? Yeah, me too. That was good times. Yeah, honestly, if you play it completely alone, to be fair, I always did kinda put these in a place. Yeah, really back. I mean, to be fair, WoW at least makes the leveling process, the path from vanilla, the last 10 levels or so, which were a royal pain in the ass, still quite fun. Yet it indeed a lot of shadows. I'm draining my strength here like a bitch. How much? 3. My damage is going some places. I don't think you can reduce my strength anymore. And I'm still doing an ass load of damage. Superior equipment, I'd say. Superior equipment indeed. It is going to make this fight, however, take fucking forever. I'm playing well, Neverwinter Nights. I played everything heck, and I also played a lot of fucking Japanese JRPGs because I fucking can. That was a bit of a double entendre. Japanese JRPG, that's interesting. Brain, stop doing that. Good old days when I still had a lot of more time to play. Problem is, the good old days for me, when I still had a lot of more time to play, there weren't actually that many games on PC that I could have played. It was Baldur's Gate. It was pretty great. Fun experience. More PlayStation. I mean, you know, Final Fantasy, of course, that's one of the classics, but I mean, there's also stuff, for example, from the Game Boy era, when you have stuff like Golden Sun, and of course Breath of Fire on the Super Nintendo originally, and then later on the Game Boy again. Fucking amazing. I always love Breath of Fire a lot more than Final Fantasy. But a lot of hate for that one. Many people are like, meh, more Final Fantasy, and I was like, meh, so what? Breath of Fire, bitch. Yes, Game Boy era. Mystic Quest on the Game Boy. Not even the Game Boy Color, mind you. Original Game Boy. That was a fun little fucking game. Oh, that's nice. Game Boy Color. Oh, brings a fucking tear to my eye. Yeah, I remember the Kirby games. Kirby Dreamland, or what's it called? God fucking damn it, good times. I actually want to play those again. Shit. Okay. Pretty sure I dealt with all of them. Let's teleport out and get some healing done, because I feel like I took some damage there. No backlight. Well, you know how it was in the past.
Die.
A primitive time, but such a nice time. And later on PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 had such a nice range of games too. Oh, I remember it. Heck, the fucking Harvest Moon Back to Nature. Pretty damn sweet. And enjoyable.
I simply can't carry all of this.
You know, you're not... I'll be going now. He's already halfway across the room, screams back, I'll be going now! Well, okay. Now then, we have found this, we're going to steal some shit and I'm going to fucking destroy that brazier because it seems to be fucking summoning demons in my face. I kinda get annoyed with that after a while. Much as I like to stand here and pick up on fucking free experience points, I would rather, you know, avoid that. What else good games do we hit on the Game Boy? Wait a second, there was that one game with the,
Fair enough.
that sun meter thing. I remember that. I thought that was a really cool idea. Man. I feel like thinking, where actually is my Game Boy? I know where my fucking... other thing is. I'm looking for YouTube streamers since all the streams lead to me to Twitch anyway. As I said, I'm everywhere also. You followed. Well, that's very nice of you. As I said, I'm on both platforms, so you know, I don't really count. Or I count double. Make your choice. But yeah, I guess technically you could say that I'm not classically speaking YouTube only. Technically speaking, I started on Twitch and then became the YouTube thing as a side. And aside. Well, I mean, ask yourself this question, do you have to decide? I don't think necessarily you have to. I mean, the most important part is that you're not, you know, bad about it, just have some fun with it. God fucking damn it, another element. An element! Just trying to do some exploring and I can't go fucking anywhere because those fucktards continue spawning. Okay, can I just fucking attack that thing? I'm gonna make a quick save and try attacking that brazier because it's fucking annoying the living shit out of me. Let's see what happens, okay. Because if that stops the summoning, I'd be very pleased with myself. Maybe I have to destroy the pedestals. Pedestals? Yes. Pedestals, yes, that's the word now. Anyway, running the campaign. Indeed, I've decided to play the original campaign. Started in chapter 1 in the little academy. We worked our way up towards the third chapter, I wanna say now. Are we in the third chapter? Pretty sure we're in the third chapter. The one chapter I always forgot about. I mean, you know, it's not like I haven't played this game before. I generally know what's going to be where stuff, technically speaking, but I'm gonna play it. Seen it in a couple of years. I know that feeling. It's what happens. This always happens when I see somebody playing Baldur's Gate, and it's like, you know, it has been a while. Oh shit, Icewind Dale. Yes. That min-maxy son of a bitch game. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's go back. I mean, I remember, you know, the most of the story at the very least. I know where it's going. Let's say it like this, but better way of saying. I should probably just take a rest for now. But this chapter, for some mystical reason, I really don't have much memory of, honestly. Kinda like, I roughly remember what we're doing, why we're doing it. But the specifics, like, you know, the ruins of the craters that we were in last episode, I had completely forgotten about them. Just gone from my mind. Which usually means that the chapter was either very boring or very annoying, because I tend to forget both of those. Look at that. It's trying to affect my mind, but I'm immune. Yep. Honestly, it's something I realized when, you know, the older I got, the more I found that the soundtrack of a game becomes a lot more important. It's bad. Speaking, since we already talked about it, speaking of WoW, for example, Northrend soundtrack. Fucking great. That really gives you a fucking, a really good feeling. Come on, little character. Stand up and fight. Some music is just fucking... Like the Nier soundtrack, for example. The Nier soundtrack is just fucking great. I like listening to the Nier soundtrack. Heck, I use it as background music when I can't get anything good. For example, when I play, you know, Roid nice little round of Hearts of Iron with the Chronos, for example. So we're gonna do it in the near future. Nah. Yeah, it really stays with you. And honestly, I wasn't that focused on music in the past. It just became that way at some point. I was like, yeah, and now I realize the importance of music. And well, ever since then, I enjoyed my gaming in an extended form. Yep. As long as the music at least is good. That helps a lot, honestly. Don't hide from me, imp. We all knew you were here. We all knew how this would end. You know, in the long run it is. My neighbor use some powerful mental blah blah blah. Slightly toggle into the pool along with the casting of menus. Every page. One which is no more. I've defeated the hack, the butcher, and the summoning duel. Which I was not expecting such a bold move. Aha. You know, I don't really want to get involved with all of the fucking summoning nonsense. All I really want is to find my watch of power I'd be gone. Come on, Jarwin, to open it. Jarwin.
Done and done.
Don't know why you feel the need to do a little dance around the chest in order to open it, but... I mean, you know what they say, as long as it works, it's not stupid. One of those very important little life lessons. If it works, it ain't stupid. That's a great amount of fucking elementals, isn't it? Also, my health is growing rapidly low this time. Jesus Christ. I almost feel the need to do some healing on my fucking self. Amazing spell, that is amazing spell.
I'll put you in your place.
Now, here's my paladin, special paladin that has never used even one fucking spell out of its spellbook. But nonetheless, you know how it goes. It starts as you being, you know, being a bit lazy about it, not wanting to open your fucking spellbook and go through the spell lists because you have really forgotten what fucking spells paladins actually get and you don't want to bother looking up what they do. And then you're in the search up and you're like, huh, I still haven't looked at my spellbook and haven't set up any spells. You use Restream to stream on those plates. Do I? I'm pretty sure it's just something that Streamlabs thing does for me. Pretty sure at least. You remember the tech boy mentioning that restream thing, but then he was like, meh, too much trouble. More shadows. That means my strength is going to get lowered, again. Because you know, why not? Make it easy for me. Giant Shadow Beans. He looks at me like, yeah, that's my name. And my occupation. I mean, Jarwin, you know, I would kind of like to point out that you could potentially help me with this. Actually, where's my strength? 3. Actually, if I were to use Divine Might, would that actually up my strength again? I kind of want to find out. And that's what's happening. Jarwin is getting boxed in by a fucking fire elemental. Let's try out. No. None of those with the other combat parameters, so, but what's the hassle? And then we should probably decide to fucking run away relatively quickly because, well, much as I hate to say it, we are kinda out of strength to fight more enemies. Thankfully, we have a little recall stone and we can just run away most heroically. Such a pain. Moving slowly, ever so fucking slowly. We are gonna get there at some point. I do love it. Old graphics. I have the most pointiest of titties the world has ever seen. I could quite literally poke your eye out if I wanted to. Of course, as I'm a paladin, I will not do so, but you know.
I simply can't carry all of this.
Okay, shall we stop standing in my way? You have to love NPCs, especially in the original campaign where you can't even access their inventory, nothing. It's like pixels, yeah, look at my pixels. I have a lot of pixels. But you know what the best thing about this is? I can't fucking Look at me. Look at me. I do love the sideways movement. Looks even better when you are on a horse. Sort of thing where you just look at it and you go like, yeah. That's a thing. I don't know why it is a thing, but they'll take it. One thing's added, because, you know, originally Neverwinter should have mounts and riding. Because there's actually is fucking whole skill for that. Like mounted combat. And they never got around to fucking doing it, but this year, this enhanced edition, that one actually has riding, which means I can summon my horse, because paladins, according to Dungeons and Dragons at least, they get to summon a fucking magical horsey being. Level 3, 4, 5 or something. German, or something similar, if you don't mind me asking. Well, no, I'm quite German indeed. Good guess. Indeed. German as you can be. German show that likes big tanky things, for example. Yes, pleases me greatly. Also, I get randomly accustomed of, you know, wanting to start a fucking force strike. To be fair, kinda made a statement to that regard, but, you know, it was for good reasoning. Shimon level 5 paladin ability. See, that's why we have the little William around to remind us specifically of when, what, and how. Because he's pretty damn fucking good at it. That makes sense. Indeed. No reason to hide my Germanness. Germans should be the most beloved people in the world, right? It's not like somebody totally still thinks of us badly after that whole, you know, concentration camp nonsense. This German was also German. I like the accent. Oh, thank you for the indirect compliment. Honestly, you can't really do much about that. A German is a German is a German. Yes, they say. Could you stop trying to murder my little bard here? I kinda need that one. Because, you know, there's stuff here and I kinda would like you to open some chests for me. So far this place has turned out to be, mildly full of shit. What can we do? I really do like it. That's very nice of you. Oh, don't worry, you know. I took it just on a bit of a fun note. You know, because I do like it. Eat it way. Just sense a bit in mind, I reckon. I always find it hard to judge something like that without actually, you know, getting a good old fashioned example. A Finnish accent. You're from Finland then. Another Scandinavia. Coming to watch me. You're like, what's his name? The little druid boy. He's Swedish. I was like, oh. Interesting. You really do meet people from all over the fucking place, fucking internet. It's kinda amazing, honestly. Most of your solutions often the right one, even when dealing with the arcane. As a spell, greatest stuff of equipment is dominance. He's like, sweet you say. Ah. I imagine the people of Scandinavia are a bit like, you know, the Germans and the French. You just, you know, like, those people. Oh, look at it, little William got censored. Let me take a look if I can do something for you, little William. Again. I'll say you shouldn't use words like that. That makes the little Automod very unhappy. And it goes like, brup, you go away. Amazing, we live in the future. The future is now. Future is indeed now. I mean, you know, there's that whole idea that there's a certain amount of rivalry, an inherited rivalry between Germany and France, but that's honestly, and everybody to some degree actually knows that. It's engineered, honestly, basically. But still, I have quite a bit of fun of it, and of course always some people would take it a smidgen too seriously. But you know, nothing you can do about that. Basically, they originally started that sort of specific group in order to have an excuse to go to war against each other. Nobody was surprised, even for a second, that that was their original meaning. Hey, interesting. Does Flink mean anything in German? Yes, it does. Not with an capitalized F though. A small one, it would be a verb, meaning fast. So yeah, there's a verb. It quite literally means, well, you would use it as a verb, of course, you know, as a thing you do. It would be to go fast in this case. Or be fast if you desire. I mean, it doesn't translate that well into English because the sentence structure between German and English is kinda not working out that well. Which is why I always find the whole, the classical school exercise of, you know, translating a text or something to be such a pain in the ass. It's like, I have to completely restructure the sentence in order to make this work though. A lot of work for not much getting out of that. What would be a good saying, actually? Der flinke Vogel fängt den Fisch. Ah, that would be a direct application of that, actually. Might say English, yes, because there's a peeps in my family wondering the heritage of a word. Holy trap kit. Well, I mean, you know, there's a holy hand grenade, so why not a holy trap kit? People are like, what the fuck is a holy trap kit, though? Well, I mean, could be, maybe, potentially, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Wait a second, I need it. Okay, I have the tongue. I have mouth arrow. I'd say it's Swedish, but it makes sense. I mean, don't know. I always do kind of think that most of these Scandinavian languages, from a German's perspective, they sound like somebody is trying to speak German, but then they're kind of changing some of the syllables just out of fucking fun. I can tell you that flink is indeed a German word. That much I can tell you and affirm for you. No problem. Interesting. I'm not going to ask you for your full last name. That would be kinda a bit too personal for a first meeting over the internet, but like, technically, what would actually happen if I were to Google this? Would they actually give me an example of that? Let's see. Link, verb. Not if it's an adjective. Just go fuck yourself. Yes, I know what it fucking adjective. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, it could be. There has been quite a bit of mixing in all over fucking Europe. So, you know, it's not really that uncommon to have people with very interesting names around. A friend of mine who had a name we could never really speak well, and I was like, where the fuck is that from? Oh yeah, they're from fucking Norway. And I was sitting there like, what? Why? What the fuck? I was like, yeah, my grandparents came from there. I was like, okay, I mean, fair point. Usually it's the other way around, you know, people down here are like, ah, we kind of want to go up there because it seems kind of neato. On vacation and stuff, though. Makes you wonder if you really wanted to live up there, though. Occurs to me, what purpose am I summoned? Let me talk to you. As a water elemental is summoned forth to this plane. Tell me, human creature, what would you have me do? Tell me of this dungeon. It's once the lair of the mage Cyril Lycrius, greatest of all summoners. Now play with a pre-made character. You go to in the Underdark and take the 3 levels, and then start campaign. Nope. I made a character, all of myself. Started as you should, properly, in the fucking academy, and went through all of that. Without any more preparations than just an idea of what I wanted to be. Because I haven't really played a pure good character in a while. I usually play a bit more of a mercenary character who's on it for, moving a bit on the grey line. I decided to be an actual good paladin. Then maybe at some point, maybe have a bit of a, fallen paladin arc, where we start the next campaign with a more evil approach. Because, there's technically speaking 2 more models we could play through. Oh, it's gonna be some fun. Yeah, it's more efficient to do it that way. To be fair. It is. I know, it's not like I don't know it. And sometimes you don't want the fancy. Sometimes you just want the good old, like it was back then. Well, I mean, I personally also do have a lot of respect for people who use their creativity to that degree to get the best for themselves. It's fair. But not everyone. My man wants that right, indeed. I am grinding levels. Wages of a service. Who says all Germans are the same? Quite a few people, actually. Now that I think about it. And it's the longest campaign. It is the longest campaign, although playtime-wise I have seen worse offenders. I am obviously a water elemental. Wow. Give me a magical item. Please, can give you something that I brought with me from my home plane. No wish it. Tell you what the item will be, but it will be powerful enough to suit you. Sure. And I take this item. Now I will take my leave. I got an item. I don't know if it was worth it, but I got an item. What did I get? Probably not this one. Keep them from the tube to Twitch just to read the chat's messages. I mean, technically speaking, they're all going to pop up on the screen. They should, at least at some point anyway. So if you wait for a bit, you can actually see them. You cannot just see it from the chat box. Okay, fair point. Well, I mean, I can tell you that at the moment, the only other person who's going to chat like a maniac, little William, will be on the Twitch side. I can tell you that much. It seems that I'm somewhat lost in what we're actually continuously doing here. Maniac. Indeed, you are. Yes, you, little William. We all know you're special. Switch more. Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss thing on YouTube. I'm holding a spear right now. Oh shit, a watermark. That's actually a fair point. There's a watermark on the YouTube side, isn't there? How did you forgotten about that? I seem to be somewhat out of options down here. Well, as I've seen everything I can down here. Yeah, I should actually look at what to do with that fucking watermark. I'm sure there's a fucking option for changing it around, but I don't fucking remember off the top of my head where. I need to look into that. Thanks for the info. That is worth a lot. Let me just quickly write myself a note so I actually look this up as soon as no, old-fashioned with fucking pen and paper. If I could find my fucking pen, that is. That is. And tube watermark. If I just write chat down there, that should make it obvious. That helps, because, I rarely look at my own stream as a, chatter, because, a bit difficult to do that while streaming. I'm, quite happy for input. Especially things that are not, that obvious, basically. So can I? Now it's bothering me though. It's a nice looking watermark, isn't it?
I'll put you in your
I do like my logo. To be fair, I find it rather neat. It was a nice little gift. A friend of mine did. Indeed. Since I have, realistically speaking, a lot more people on the Twitch side being active, I'm pretty sure somebody would have moaned about that by now, if that were a problem. Actually, I forgot to pick up Sharon again, didn't I? Let me just quickly take a look over at that thing, if I can change that. Quickly. I mean, yeah, there's some small, not research here. We do. There's some interesting differences between one and the other. Is that under this one? It is. That's great that you tell me that. Can I? No. Okay, YouTube, you're a bit of a bitch about this, aren't you? I mean, YouTube is quite literally like, okay, I'm gonna tell you that there is gonna be a watermark. You're not gonna actually let me change its position, or are you? Like, that's great. Can I do anything else with you? Oh, I know what I could do. I could put that at the end of the video. Instead of the whole video. Let me see if that works. If I change this now... That's gotta be interesting. Doing that while I am actually live. Like, you know. Experimentation. Quite literally. Good question. Okay, so it's actually not going to work now, is it, while I'm live? At least not for this one. Actually, I would just like to have some options, you know, like... just some basic bitch simplistic options to change its positioning, for example. What if I want to have it in the upper left corner, for example, or the upper right corner instead of the lower right corner? Why won't they let me change that? I said the only thing I can change is basically, well, you can have it displayed all over, or you can have it displayed at a specific start time, or you can have it displayed at the end of the video. And I'm like, okay, let's just quickly change that to the end of the video. Of course, that setting is not going to apply for this live stream, because that would be too fucking easy, apparently. But honestly, I mean, Twitch has a lot more options when it comes to that. Twitch allows me to do a lot of horrible things to my watchers if I want to. It's like, yes, yeah, go right ahead. Is what it is. Indeed. It is really what it is. I have my share of complaints about YouTube and its services, to be fair. I mean, you know, if I, as a very, very small light in this whole thing, already find myself with complaints, I don't really know what bigger people have to... what amount of complaints they have, and probably have to hold back to some degree. Because boy, YouTube can be special. I don't think it was supposed to be that, but I mean, you know, I can get away with a lot of it. Exit from the Goldwood. Do we want to exit from the Goldwood? I don't think we want to exit from the Goldwood. Distinct feeling we want to go deeper. Sure, special. Here it is. Actually, it says you can use it for multiple purposes. That's kinda neato. Neato. Killing some skeleton. I remember a time when we actually had to, you know, concentrate on fighting, when we had to deal with warriors. Chieftains of the skeleton variant. Man, those were the days. We were so young and innocent back then. Indeed, the other side just gets text. It's not an ideal system, technically speaking, because how would this actually go? I mean, it all basically comes together in the little Streamlabs thing and then gets output again, and since Streamlabs doesn't know your emotes, it's just going to quite literally take whatever you're writing. Even if that technically should translate into an emote, it's just going to end up text. It would actually be the same for Twitch. Oh well. You can't have everything, not even on the internet. Let that be a lesson. To all of us. James, I need to go inside. You shop with yourself all the emotes like... maybe. But do you think me to be, you know, wise to all of that? Shop in your chat box. I mean, they do, kinda. Interesting actually, now that you mention it. You're great about me. For a second I was like, do I need to worry about that? And then I saw a 12 go down. Then I realized probably we don't need to worry about it. Yep. Yeah, emotes. Such a nice little thing to add. Gives you more variety. Which is, as far as I'm concerned, all well and dandy. Variety is king up. Doom Knights. I haven't seen any Doom Knights yet. This is actually the first time we meet those. Look at that. But its picture. Cursed undead corruptions of one upright paladins. Basically my brethren. Now I'm going to kill them because they are, well, evil now. He says, look at me, I'm evil. Sitting here like, yeah, but you don't do any damage to me though. Yep. Hit in the face. Just as it was supposed to be. Ah, good times. Good times indeed. Now, since I actually don't remember this chapter too well, the question is, what the fuck around this bloody fucking area do I actually get my fucking word of power? I quite literally don't fucking remember. I gotta make this interesting. There's Ali Lady. Champion! Vampire champion lady. What is it with these NPCs and trying their fucking mind-affecting spells? I'm a bloody paladin. I'm already pretty damn immune to this, and I have a fucking helmet that makes me completely immune. And that really aren't necessarily the smartest. Not the smartest bunch at all. Well, I mean, to prepare them, their brains are quite literally rotting. Okay, now. Be hard to expect great wisdom there. Nice amount of loot though. Yeah, we're going to finish up this, then we're going to go explore that part.
Done and done.
And since that nice vampire lady was like, I will not let you go inside and, well, sully the grave, I'm gonna go inside and sully that grave most profoundly. I'm contrary like this at the moment. I feel like it. Okay. You know, Charmin, usually I pay you to open chests, not necessarily punch chests, but... oh, well, I suppose. I suppose indeed. All your shit. Heroic accusation. Yes, very much so. Okay. This already. I think we have all of the stuff. Coach Steel Bushman. Broke tip over second trust. Bad heat treat. Dum dum dum. Yeah, Cold Steel. Second I was like, oh, I need to get that. A little William knows triage of Cold Steel, but and I got myself and was like, nah, probably not. Probably not what he was trying to imply.
I hope you like pain.
Gas and new ravages. Come little ghasts, go annoying. Boom, 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 boom. I do love it. Not even using the class fully, and I'm still getting away with it. What more could I ask for? Come on. Stop resisting, please.
Fair enough.
Yes, I know it's fair enough. Now open this and, you know, use your fucking hands for that. Not your spear. Otherwise I would have to kinda question why the fuck I'm actually dragging you around with me.
Fair enough.
I was like, I have some problems. Some minor, small, little problems finding my way. And before you know, start a little group and go have a nice little session go down. Okay, Sharwin, you've lost your way. Let's talk our way through this. She's like, nah, why did she can't find a way? It looks more like Stu than Steel.
Fair enough.
Now then, is there actually anything annoying inside that ruin? I wonder.
And done.
It's actually one of the problems of not remembering an area. It's like, I would like to know that before I go inside. Also, vampire victim. Do you have an inventory? A mace. I have probably been better off bringing a fucking cross, but alas.
Sorry.
Okay. Lion's fucking thing. That's gonna be interesting.
I hope you like
Lick
pain.
Warrior. It's interesting. Lich Boy. He once wanted to be the Lich King, but others took his crown or something. Yeah, actually kinda tough, aren't they? Wouldn't scare him though. That's of course. He's gonna cast fucking magic, isn't he? He's a fucking Lich. Of course he is. Well, so we already know what to expect. This is going to take probably a while to go through. Not necessarily because the dungeon seems suspiciously long. Also because the enemies are just taking that much fucking damage. I mean, fair is fair. Fair is fair. Those are pretty much the highest level of undead you can find. Usually the ones commanding. Major undeads.
I'll put you in place.
And to no one's surprise, more lichs. There, Sharpie, I cleaned you away so you can come inside and help me fight. I was like, I'm not gonna do though. I'm gonna fight my own lich. I wonder if that is actually going to work out for her. Usually I'm not too impressed with her close quarters combat ability, so you know. Well, she seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad, shall we? Not bad at all, actually. Because all that the leveling up has actually done some good for her. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Thanks again. Emily can cook some food. Fair enough. I also had some good efficient eating right before we started. It was very pleasant. And let me guess. Cannot rest for letting me some nearby. Of course not. I'm gonna spend some 400 gold in order to teleport out. Yet indeed. I kinda expected it would happen at some point. Oh, that dungeon is gonna be full of traps, isn't it? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Now that I think about it, speaking of food, what should actually gonna cook? Needle one, Is it gonna be tasty? Ah. I need a nice little short handle for your name. Because otherwise, not be able. Remember, I'm just gonna call you Rim for now. Easy enough to remember. I have a tendency, my brain works like the old average soldier's brain. I need everything to be nice and short. For fuck's sake, game. Seriously? Rice, chicken, broccoli. Started broccoli. Out. I mean, rice and chicken broccoli is kinda neato, though. I'll eat that for the next 3 months at least. I mean, as long as you're not just eating that, because that would be kinda getting boring relatively quickly. Some variety is the spice of life. Chicken with beef. Beef is kinda tasty. Yeah, I don't think we... Yeah, no, I found a space where we can rest. Oh, just eat it. I mean, okay, if that's your thing. You're willing to go that far, go ahead. I'd probably, die 1,000 deaths. I mean, technically speaking, I'm a German. If you would take my fucking after work beer away from me, I would die 1,000 deaths, to be fair. Everything else is, relatively speaking, debatable. But that is definitely non-debatable. Here's something going on.
Done and done.
Skeleton Warrior. And a few others. Even the Revenant. Then I'm just standing here like, meh, no fear whatsoever. Which was interesting still. Have these here meal. I mean, with a good amount of different salads, you can actually get quite a bit out of that, I imagine. I mean, it's not like I'm a stranger to cooking one main dish and just spicing it up with different sauces, things. So my food purple and delish. These are kinda neat. Admit it. Admit it indeed. You hate it here first. Stealing all of the things. I have a distinct feeling that there's something going on here. I should be a lot more informed about, but I'm not. Okay, so we now know what is here. That's a start. Okay. Now I think this is going to go all the way over here just because, game likes to fuck with you. I mean, it must be kind of worth it. I am trying to really think about this in a very deep sense, and I just don't find any information about this fucking nonsense in my head. I must have gone through this area, because I finished the original campaign like at least 5 or 6 times, I think. And it's just the fucking original campaign. And still I'm sitting here like, nope. Doesn't ring any fucking bells. A lot of them indeed. Strange how that works. Trap.
Fair enough.
See, if you just trap fucking every fucking thing, game, I'm just going to save before every last fucking time I open something. I can't win this game. I have the oldest cheat in the fucking books. saving the game fucking loading.
I hope you like pain.
Probably a good idea to destroy those. Because I feel like he's gonna get some unfair advantages. Oh, I mean, that killed him. Kinda expecting a bit more resistance on his part. Well, wants to just die on me. I can't take that. You know, character, please just attack. A little bird is like, no, I've chosen peaceful means. I don't want to fight the undead any longer. Like what? The fuck are you talking about? What are your numbers? Natural features hidden beneath centuries-old funeral wrappings. These once heroic warriors and generals now wield their weapons against all who disturb the rest. Aha. That is good to know, game. Not gonna help them, I'm going to still just stand here and kill them. And let their fucking glory. Thanks, Sharvin. That did a lot of damage. You could probably do a lot more if you just attacked them in fucking close quarters, but I mean, okay, you do you. Yes, yes. Trap deadlocked. Such a nice combination.
One and done.
Thanks, Sharon. You were supposed to use your fucking lockpick skills, but we died again. Everybody was expecting this to happen. Okay, let's see the other room. There's some more enemies here. Let's kill them, because then we can actually rest. And if we can rest, those traps are nothing. Well, that was a fucking well-timed healing. This almost went horribly wrong. Okay, to be fair, the combination of that many enemies is kind of annoying. Technically speaking, you do get some bonuses for that. Like surround bonuses and stuff. And actually no, Neverwinter actually does this correctly. It should, because it claims to go by the rules. Then again, so did Baldur's Gate. And they did it in a very special way, didn't it? I remember that much. And I'd really like to play some fucking Baldur's Gate at some point. There's a high chance I will actually get lost and then I will completely overdo it in every single episode I do, and that is not really something we should do. Last time I tried playing it for an hour, I played it like 5, so not really lending itself well to a normal episodic format, let's just say. Not that I mind that, mind you. I'm sitting there like, yes, more please. It does have its disadvantages, to be fair. Okay. Second try of opening this fucking chest.
Is this
Charming, you're not a chest, are you now?
fair enough?
Johnny's like, maybe I have a chest. Well, maybe you have a chest to eat.
Out of our way.
Actually, I would now. Do you? Do you not? I remember her telling a little story of being very much into that guy. I don't remember hearing, you know, them doing the deed. Yet. So who knows? So we're kinda encumbered, aren't we? Should probably start selling some shit again. That door's gotta be trapped. Once it's not. Yet a good start indeed. We go down. check out the other rooms, and then we go into the room where we see the magic playing. So that's gonna be fun. Maybe, potentially. Just hope there's not gonna be another fucking riddle around. I really am not good with riddles. Especially if it's a riddle I don't even fucking remember. Would make this a bit more long than necessarily needs to be. Alright, time to deal with the great mummy. Surprisingly little in this way. I'm assuming the way the south water is also not gonna have that much more. Which means we need to find out what the fuck is making all of that ruckus. And it's gonna be interesting. Ouch, ranks game. Shall we? Makes me somewhat question why I take you around. Originally my idea was for you to fucking open fucking locked doors. I was really thinking about you bashing them in all the bloody time. But, you know. I guess technically BKG is opening the fucking boxes though. Just, you know, maybe I wasn't precise enough. Now I kinda want you to open the locks, not necessarily just the box. Now breaking the box is opening it too, yes, yes. We can debate this point. Fair enough, fair enough. Go shopping. Do you maybe wanna do a bit more than just standing around? Never so often maybe deciding to cast a spell. Like, you know, you could do more, and I wouldn't actually, you know, be mad at you for that. So, money. Money is always good. Yes. Can't get enough of that good money. And now we find out what is making all of that fucking noise. Please don't give me a riddle, because that would fuck me. Probably. There's a succubus here.
Well, hello there.
Visitor, this is unexpected. Please don't let the old tales of demons dissuade you from talking. As much help I can give you. Now, who are you and what are you doing here? Revealing my true name to a mortal is, however, bound into the surface of the mage lion, stripped of my power. I'll not make the mistake again. Hey, I've been here. What you need to know is that even after death, I'm still bound to Lion's service, trapped in his tomb, unable to retreat and too weak to break free of my magical bonds. If you would let me help you, and you would help me in return, I could escape this bondage and return to my home planet. Let me help you. But watch, little creature. What happens if I like you in bondage? Now we have a problem, don't we? How can you help me? Why, I can give you so many things. I can do things for you too. I can help you. You will need to help me too. You will need to bring me things. Things that I need to restore my lost power so that I can help you. Insight. Do you need to sell my soul or something? I have an interest in your soul, mortal. My desire is to escape the spell that binds me to this tomb. Yes, I need your help. For my own help to you in return. Tell me more about how you can help me. I'm a succubus, a demon. I have power, mortal. You want magic? I have great magic to give you. Which please, I'm a paladin. I perform a service for you. There are doors within this temple, those that can easily be opened. I will open them if you wish. So what do you want from me? Scattered about this tomb were talismans of my power. A ring, a necklace, and a gem were taken from me. Lion bound me to her service.
These two elements back in my possession, my lost power will be restored, and I can escape this prison. Each piece of my jewelry you bring me, mortal, I will help you. So without these elements, you're trapped here. Diana imprisoned me so that I might serve her. As mages I want to do to my kind. Your death long ago did not free me from this prison. You were to bring me my jewelry. Talismans of power could escape. How do I now convince you? Bound to honor my word, just as I am bound to this prison. I must to help you, and so I must do as I have sworn. Fine, I'll do it. Thank you, mortal. I shall think about doing this. And I'll probably quick save. Oh god, more rooms. And more traps. And more undead. I mean, to be fair, this dungeon is very consistent, you know. We have, from the very get-go, gotten traps, undead, and that's basically all we have ever gotten. US War. Well, I said I'd do it. I never said I'd do it quickly, nor that I will necessarily do it immediately. Word given is important, but it doesn't mean necessarily that, you know, I need to honor my word against a freaking demon in the first place. Even if I were. How many more times will this happen? Once you open a thing, I get fucking attacked. Ah, dungeons. They sometimes do that. There, at least, and see, I can only repeat this one, the dungeon is consistent in what it's doing. Gives you the same nonsense over and over again. But, you know, is fair. And then there's 2 more doors left after that. This one is probably going to lead to, well, more ways. To really fill out all of the space they have available on this little map. And we are getting closer to the next level up, so maybe we can actually get to the point where we can talk to our dearest of companions again. Maybe. Look at that, it's a room without undead. Traps though. Okay, this is getting a bit close for comfort. Basically one trap away from dying. And a risky game here. Ah, a skeleton. Right. And a mummy. Actually, nothing I'm too worried about now that I think about it. Any items inside? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, what's with that mummy? I'm the only one who thinks that is not normal, because that thing is fucking up on the fucking roof. Okay. Came down. I was like, how am I even going to deal with this? That thing had finally managed to switch itself down again, because Jesus fucking Christ. Magical mummy, though. Magical mummy indeed. It knew of that one trick to stay alive, and then it decided that it still wanted to avenge its brothers. We shown honor that behavior. Yes, yes, yes. We shall give it a nice little pin that can put on its chest or something, I guess. Maybe, potentially. Maybe, potentially indeed. Oh, yeah, you throw shit at me. Evil little stone cooler. He said that there. Out of matches, eh? Come on. Open up. Oh God, please. Better. It really doesn't look like the sort of thing I want to fight like this. Help us low. I don't fear it. Actually not doing much. I needed to see him wearing his sleeves. But it's kinda painful. Like, yeah, you don't say. That's going to hit you with a lot of flying shit.
I'll put you in place.
You should maybe put on something, you know, a bit more protective. I mean, either that or you just suffer the injuries and go like, nope, my life now. Or I'm immune to magic. Is it? I mean, I don't see it, but then again, most of my attacks are physical, at least in part anyway, so meh. Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes, isn't it? Middle of night, like, yeah, I have a bright idea. Yeah, sure about that. Let's not question our wisdom, shall we?
Done and done.
I've been there, I've done that. That's the basic same idea that you have in now. Drunk, great ideas. Yes. Totally have some appetite. I wanna cook something. Waking up the next morning, going to my kitchen, seeing the fucking horrible fucking mess I made. It's like, okay, that was not a good idea.
Fair enough.
Of those decisions in life, you know, where it's like, huh, yes. Let's not do this again, shall we?
Done and done.
I also wasted a lot of good ingredients, to be fair. Nobody said as a drunk person,
Done and done.
should be led to make such decisions. And one of the advantages of having a single lone apartment just for yourself is precisely that you can come back after a night of drinking and try out all the horrible nonsense you could ever come up with. You might regret it, but you know, you only live once. I win. Hiyo. Thanks. What to say? Are you actually still working on that, or are you not? Found the Gem of Honor. What the literal fuck am I supposed to do with that? Another question for the ages. Eating Cajun chicken and afraid. And you come up with some good ideas, like slicing some fish up. Drunken. Just let me tell you, you're totally not gonna cut you. It scaled very much so. I mean, I do have now all the succubus stuff, and I have all of these gems. I did remember seeing one thing with a lot of pedals in it, so that's probably where you're gonna put the fucking things.
Done and done.
Yes, and then you end up slicing yourself. Believe you me, I've been there, I've done that. To be fair, it wasn't the first and not the only time that I sliced myself, for more or less stupid reasons. But hey, that's kinda how they show you sometimes. Now the question is, I now have all of the nice little gems. Yeah, the succubus stuff, which I'm going to ignore. I'm going to make that final call on the succubus a bit later. I mean, we're basically, you know, back to the whole debate about good and evil. It's like, can you really blame a succubus for doing what it does? It's kinda its natural instinct. Okay, I don't think we know precisely shit about this. Is there any inscription here? Okay, to protect something of great value. The protection of seem to be linked to the four surrounding pedestals. The princess hides within the chambers. Never does she leave the room. Betroths to one she does not love. She weeps for a forbidden groom. The person has been carved from the stone. Honor probably not. Duty... Misery probably? I would assume so. Guard stands ever vigilant. Never noticed, he stands ignored. So knows to protect his master, serves as its own reward. It sounds like duty, doesn't it? Oops. The young man looked beneath the castle, punished for forbidden love. Broken body, writhes in torment, his wife imprisoned up above. Gem of Pain. And now before I put the last one in, I'm just gonna quick save in case something horrible pops up. The king sits ever on his throne, regal wisdom in his gaze. Heroes come to bow before him. Subjects sing his name with praise. Honoru! Obviously the pedestal contains powerful magic, likely protect something. Stars of fire. It's impressive with the unique quality and cut. The simple precious stone has great value. Those interested in the history of the Cherok's family. I've redone all of this. For basically no good reason. And we're supposed to be finding another word of power. So, where does I should be brought back? The first of the years have been found. That doesn't tell me shit though. Seems like we're kinda out of options up here. I just gotta point that out. Just, you know, a tiny little bit. Teleport back and use that thing. Actually, before I go, I should actually make my call on the fucking succubus, shouldn't I? Almost forgot now. Okay, so in all of the fucking cold wood thing, we have not found even a clue towards where the fuck we should get a fucking word of power. That's kinda strange. Retune. It is indeed very nice. Food. I had some good food before I started today. Some meat. Put it in the pan. Some nice potato stew. Pretty sweet deal. Drop that shit, because nobody's gonna buy that. Wicked Union. Quid of meat. I think that was pork, because I needed to get... we got quite a nice amount of it, and I kinda needed to take care of it before it gets bad. Yeah, that should be the pork, because I still have some other things. I think I have some chicken left. Kinda gonna use tomorrow. Let's look at the belt. Raider Brawler's belt. Not impressed game. booties. The question is, what to do with the fucking succubus? Let's, Jesus, that came out of nowhere. Ooh. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. I did not particularly see this one coming. Oh, thank you. Thank you, little worm. Thank you very much. Ah. Ah, now my nose is itchy. Ah. That from that fucking thing. I'm rather confused that we didn't find anything. But he was sent back to Cuba. Station to the baby pigs. Well, if he's the worker that made the nice meat I had today, I'm gonna congratulate him because that was pretty damn sweet. Ah, either him or my cooking abilities, which are not much. Deportation. Yeah, I read that. I was kind of precisely ignoring that in order to annoy you, little one. And little notes. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory that's like, there's a secret here, and you haven't really found it out yet. Sitting here like, yes, but I don't think I will if this continues. Sell all the shit. Even the cultist journal, it doesn't really tell me anything. Really makes you fucking wonder. Feels like I'm missing something. Shut up, kitty. It ain't your time yet. Don't you start with me, Schmiester. Okay, ich will das Safe geben. Now I won't give you the talisman you want. Tell them when I haven't the strength to help you. Not forsake me for this prison. If you help me, I can help you. Okay, fine, take the talisman. It grants me even as I'm bound to this too. Single talisman cannot free me, but it gives me enough power to serve you. Tell me. What do you have me do? I give you power of a magical item. Yeah, great. That doesn't help me. Yeah, sure, take another one. Open all the doors. I mean, all the doors were already opened.
Well, hello there.
I'm free from this wretched prison and those that bind me. A foolish mortal, you shall reach mine. Well, it gives me an opportunity to kill a succubus. I like this option. I like this option very much. Just, you know, let me keep bashing your head in. Oh, you don't need that. She's like my master plan. I get all of my power back and then I will kill this mortal. Well, that worked out splendidly. But I guess that really was everything we can do in this tomb. I mean, we solved that riddle. Wasn't much of a riddle, mind you. It's the difficulty level I'm quite well okay with. And the problem is, I don't think there's actually anything else place-wise we can go. Honestly, the only real option we have would be to go the other direction. If I don't have anything there. It's kind of unsatisfying. Probably because I missed something. Well, I mean now, instead of complaining about it like a little bitch, I'm gonna try to do precisely that. Or will we? That is actually the question. Question for the ages. Have anything else to say, my little friend here?
Yes? Hello?
Else to ask? Get permission. Scout. Tell me about the Orc Bandits. We already did that. Anything else? Check portal. We can go through the portal. Find the portal. I mean, I must be missing something, honestly. It's just that I'm apparently pretty damn incapable of finding it. It's strange. That just leads back to Padron as well. I mean, since we still can go to the moon, wood, it's not like we're completely out of options. To be fair, to be fair. Well, that looks a lot nicer. Otherwise. Yeah, let me take a look at my quest list. These are all the fucking tails. Oh god. Lab accessible by using very special teleportation scroll. Okay. I mean, technically speaking, didn't we do this? I will have to actually look this up for a second because I'm confusing myself ever more here. I'm confused. Where is it? Okay, so apparently there is something more to it. That is actually the fucking Gold Watch. Well, there was something more in there. I fucking didn't know. Didn't remember. God fucking damn it, game. Could have just told me. Or reminded me that I have actually quested this, like, to talk to this strange person. Apparently we were supposed to be fighting a person called named Nex inside the fucking dungeon. Okay, game. I don't remember seeing anyone in that fucking thing. I just missed it? Strange. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I miss something or overlook something in my fucking life, you know? Still, it is kinda a bit much. In the fucking missing area. Okay, so let me see. I now have a little guide here. That's not really telling me much. Just show me the gong things. So we'll probably need to do something with the gong things. There's some gongs here somewhere around there. To be certain. Relatively certain. Yep, probably this one. I am awesome when I can actually read. Hello, that's a little strategy member. Hello there. How are you on this fine evening? Bam, bam. You'll just stay anyway, won't you? Okay, despite being late. Oh, better late than never. It's the most important part. Ouch. I kinda suspected as much. Which is why I saved. Was right. Sometimes being right is a pain. Found. Ye old snow globe. I survive? Yes, I can. Let's rest. Doesn't really tell me where the guy that was supposed to be telling me about this is supposed to be, but I mean, what can I say, you know?
Fair enough. Done and done.
Thanks, Jarwin. You once again do your job in very specific terms. Yes, yes. Might sometimes make you wonder why the fuck are we even taking it with us? We could bash those chests ourselves. Easily enough. But, you know, sometimes you just want to have a companion around to blame whenever something horrible happens. At least for that, they're pretty damn useful. Now I have the old snow globe. Okay. I'm actually going to look up where that guy is supposed to be that they're supposed to be telling me about this, because he's supposed to be in this dungeon. I don't see him. Oh wait, is he in the prison? I just overlooked him. Is he just that blind? Let's check that out. You know, just to make absolutely sure.
Sorry.
It could be it actually. Damn it, I need a detective pipe. Don't have one specifically for that reason. There he is. Okay, before I help you, let me talk to you.
Hello.
You would be so kind as to help me out. Seem to find myself a prisoner here. It was a delicate situation from which I cannot extract myself. Good for Gaio. My name is Nax, a wizard whose grasp has somewhat exceeded his reach. Came to explore these ancient laboratories' long-lost secrets. Like you, I passed through the magical portal in the Coldwatch. It's the only possible way to enter this nefarious dungeon. I was caught unaware by a rather powerful ward placed upon the portal itself. Brilliant flash of light, the ward stripped me of my most powerful magic items, teleported them somewhere within this dungeon, and imprisoned me here in this inescapable cell. I was fortunate I arrived here first, not you. You crossed through the portal before me. It would have been you who triggered the magical ward, and I would be the one on the other side of this wall. As our positions are not reversed, it is I who must appeal to you for help. If you free me from this prison, I will reward you with gold or magical items. A certain snow globe of immense power you might find interesting. Snow globe, you say? Give me for a powerful magical item I acquired from a lovely young archaeologist named Lillian. I won't bore you with the tawdry details. I've been able to ascertain quite how to unlock the powers of the snow globe. I'm sure Lillian would gladly explain it to you. Probably give you a nice reward too. Imagine she's most eager to reclaim her little prize. She's probably in a tavern at Verona's Wells, sulking over its disappearance even now. Yeah, I already went and got the snow globe. You better come up with something else. Yes, right, well, let me see. Magic items, of course. I'll give you many magic items. The gold, lots of gold. Never fear, you'll receive your reward once I have been freed. How do I get you out of there? I'm not certain, but I do have a theory. Cyril Laicus, the long-dead owner of this dungeon, was well known for his skill in summoning various creatures, particularly found of water elementals, so the legends say. You're surprised if there was a magical summoning pool or two in this dungeon. Oops. Use the pool to enact a summoning ritual I call a water elemental. I think it might have the power to release me. If the dead or it would attack you on sight. Not really sure. Or perform the summoning ritual. Choose find the proper regents, place it into the summoning pool, and cast the appropriate spell on the pool. The problem is I don't know what regents or which spell Cyril might have used. You'll probably find that information in the library. I would like to keep detailed records of everything he did. Problem is that requires that ring and a slatong, and I'm pretty sure I have neither left in my inventory. That's the library. What if it requires a spell I can't cast? Cyril would have wanted to prepare a spell every time he needed to perform the ritual. The spell it requires, but there's a ring or two in this dungeon that can cast a spell. Yeah, Rorinex, I get you out of there. How the fuck am I supposed to be doing that though? Let's talk to my most beloved of merchants and see if I can rebuy that ring. That should be a problem. Problem is also gonna be the fucking Slatong. Isn't it? Do I still have that ring? Can I sell that ring? Oh, I couldn't sell that ring. That explains it. And a fucking Slatong. Well, I can't seem to be getting one here. Maybe someone in the fucking city sells slutty tongues. Like maybe the druid have some randomly in his inventory. Bit of a long shot to be fair, but now any other options? Supplies. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Guess I'm gonna have to Google that too. For fuck's sake. Peru. It doesn't help me. I seem to be a bit out of luck, to be fair. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah, I don't really need to free him, but it's kind of gonna annoy the living shit out of me having him around. But that's gonna be a bit of a pain. And one option is left open, of course. That is cheating, that fucking ring. If I can remember how to fucking do this. That is a should fucking remember how to open the console again.
Now don't you'll step up to the fight. Bring them down.
That was what I wanted to do, game. Ah, there was a way of doing this, and it did it once, and now I don't remember how to fucking do it. God fucking damn it. How the literal fuck did I do this? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? There was a button I pushed and I have forgotten. I have forgotten. Where might you be? Well. What's the pain that? I guess we could go back and give the lady a fucking snow globe. Okay, I guess. Or at least. Then I can have to probably look for the fucking thing. Okay, one option we have to make it relatively easy is to save game. And we're gonna creep. Restart the game quickly. I think I can manually enable the fucking gungeon for a moment. And it really take long. Easiest method is cheating. Sometimes, much as I fucking hate to say it, it fucking is. Not to say that that is necessarily a good, you know, thing. Let's see. Restart the game. Load the fucking save game. See if I actually can, if I can use my console now. Yeah, sure, just now. You could technically speaking also do this with this one, but how do you use that? How do I use that to actually? What's a command for that you could use in chat? I knew it. I remember now. Basically, you do like this, then it should go really good. Hey, cannot stop my game. I just need a fucking item list though. What was the command for that? Item. That's gonna be interesting. Tongue. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. You had to choose the fucking most annoying name imaginable, eh? Okay, that's gonna be some typing. Okay. Yeah. On. Item. Now we come to the part that's really not nice to do. Because it's... Okay, let's try this like this. NVT. X. That's the wrong fucking thing. It's M. M. L. Misk. N. Thanks, game. Makes me feel better about myself. Jesus. Okay. A bit more complicated than it necessarily needed to fucking be. Yeah, I forgot. And I misclicked up here. Okay, I need to go through the fucking codebook again. But I mean, hey, we have some success here. Oh, I'm here, trying to get off a cat. You're taking care of a cat, little William? I can take care of my cat. It's rather annoying today. It needs to be taken care of. One point. Okay. Try finding that guy again, mostly because, you know, if I don't do it, I have this fucking quest in my fucking quest log for half an eternity. That is going to annoy the living shit out of me. To be fair, this whole mess was my fault in the first place, because I should have definitely just fucking freed him first. Which I didn't. Which is, to be fair, totally my fault. But well, learned a valuable lesson here. Assure that you do not regret your choices. Thanks, game. Sounds pleasant. Anyway, let's go back to the summoning pool. Because yes, why not? Put a little scary tongue in there. And let me guess, this is not going to work, is it now? Of course not, because this is probably a fucking quest item that you need for that. Well, I guess there's really no choice here. We just have to kind of abandon him. Kinda screwed up with the fucking quest line, but now he's just stuck there. Poor little fucker. Well, guess you're gonna have to suffer that fucking quest. I mean, I tried cheating, you know. I could try to cheat the state of the fucking quest, but fuck you. Fucked up, kinda. I mean, to a very fucking small degree. Where am I? Yeah, wrong. I know little Nex is just gonna be stuck there forever now because, well, he's kinda fucked. But hey, that's not my fucking fault now, is it? Should have given me a bit more of peep when I was close by. Yes. Where's the fucking lady, actually? Not here.
In the globe, I wasn't even in the globe yet.
There. Here she is. Hello, Lillian.
Welcome back! I hope your search for my missing snow globe is going better than my search for a decent glass of wine in this place.
You picked the very wrong place to find a fucking glass of wine now, didn't you? Well then, I have your snow globe right here. Shit, must examine it to be certain this is the snow globe that was stolen from me. Yep, take the snow globe. See, yes, this is his snow globe next stole from me. Well done. I had to put it somewhere safe. Assuming that something in the globe vanishes. It's gone. Never fear. I merely transitioned the snow globe to its pedestal in my room here at the inn, using the command word. I done this before, next could not have stolen it from me. It seems I was a little tipsy that night. Wine was somewhat stronger than I anticipated. Now, as I promised, I will tell you how to fight the word of power. Key. You may have already guessed, the snow globe itself. I've researched the snow globe in great detail and have discovered something rather interesting. Within the glass globe, there exists an entire miniature world. A real world with real living creatures. A miniature world? How's that possible? It boggles the mind, doesn't it? Think of the magic involved in such a process. The realities of time and space, constricting them into something the size of a fist, and encasing it in an indestructible sphere of glass. The ancient texts and documents I have researched are accurate. Someone has hidden one of the words of power inside the miniature world. How can I get the word out? In research, you actually have to go inside the snow globe. Achieve it. Doesn't seem to be any other way to get the word out. Okay, get me in then. Snow globe is on its pedestal in my room. Second door on the left, top of the stairs. If you're determined to go inside, all you have to do is touch the globe and will yourself in. Where to go after the word of power? Be my guest. Just stand on up to my room whenever you feel ready. But wash my hands off this whole affair. It's way too dangerous for my taste. Globe, space, and rogues. So to get my snow globe back, now that I have intended to celebrate with several glasses of this best vintage. Ooh, it went right down my head. Strong stuff. I ought to let the party know I'm ready for another round. Well, I think I'm gonna be busy doing other things. Oh, that where's globe? No. I'm assuming right about here. Snow globe floats above the magical pedestal. Within the snow globe, you see small shapes moving. A clear skies in the globe below you. A ragtag group of dwarfs are busily butchering dryads beneath a warm sun. Sounds pleasant. Why is they're busy slaughtering?
I'll put you in your place.
And I'll probably do something about this. Blood and group dead. I mean, to be fair, the dwarves so far seem to be easily enough to murder. I found a hurt person. Now try to snow globe. This guy looks pretty damn normal, all things considered. Seems to be quite well matched there. Let's see. I'm still wearing that ring? No, I'm not. But I still have the ring and I can't make use of it. It's really bugging me, but yeah. Those arms are ready for battle. Well. Like obviously he is. Okay, this might have opened up the exit for me. Maybe. At least I see some fucking nice light. Or is that just summoning dwarves? Seems to be because fucking Horde is back again. Pretty sure I killed that guy.
I am Arwen. I bid you welcome. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only the dwarves who attack us on sight.
You don't say. Oh, tell me how to stop them from fucking respawning and we can probably do something about this. But a lady would tell me something, but I think she is right now a bit too busy. Well, no, they will quite literally not. What is that you sought me out, human one? Such a boon you ask of me. Why are the dwarves at war with you? What cannot be reasoned with. They slaughter my sisters and chop down our trees, as if they are possessed by a kind of madness. Sometimes I feel the dwarves are not solely to blame. I speak of this with my sisters, but there are times when things are not clear, as if I am in a dream or nightmare. Dark visions of me and my sisters leashing our magic on the dwarves and rebelling in our slaughter. I but wonder if we dryads do not sometimes succumb to the same bloodlust as a foe. Have you always been involved with the dwarves? I think not. No, it is hard to remember anything else. But in my mind there are fleeting images of a time long, long ago. A time when dwarf and dryad stood side by side. We were slaves to a terrible master, a monstrous creature of pure evil. Of an nymph alike served his being. Together we dared stand against it. The memories are clouded and unclear, trembling reflection in a muddled cloud. Perhaps they are not even real, but seems as if a war with the dwarves has raged since the dawn of existence. Some questions then. Wish, human female, what wisdom I have shall gladly share with you. A little beyond our endless war with the immortal dwarves. Immortal? What are you talking about? Rule of this war is that it can never ever end. The dwarves we slay are reborn and venture forth to wage war upon us again, just as we are reborn after each and every death. Thousand times I have felt the cold steel of dwarven sword pierce my flesh, my skull broken by the great warhammers. Each time I reappear whole again in this grove. It's horrible. Life is one of endless suffering and hate. You'll feel the pain of death, the horrors of eternal war. But there can be no escape. Now that's how we came to be this way. By now our existence is wrong. We know another life. War, death, rebirth, cycle shall never end. Why are you at war with them? Eh? Forget it. But how can this world exist inside a snow globe? Believe me, but I do not understand your question. Nothing of the snow globe. Would you speak? The world is as it is. So, your point being you now nopping and well, that's basically it. At least fucking dwarves need to respawn at a specific point too, which is gonna make this a bit easier for me. Okay, so there's one more way we can go. The middle one, to be precisely. See what's there and then hope for the best, basically. So that we may find something new. There's a cave here. Rats haven't really told me of this cave yet. Boil. What's journal? Alvin's journal. The journal of Alvin, leader of the snowman. Oh, their savagery, how many times I've slain. It's a vision of a different world. See dwarf and dryad working together. This beautiful memory of a long time forgotten, promise of hope for the future. Mad with bloodlust, attack us inside. The gruesome cycle will continue forever. Well, Riots came at us again, using the foul magic. Fighting was bloody fierce, but at least we drove the tree huggers back. Times that I died in battle only to be reborn. And in my dream I see a different world. I see Dwarf and Droid working together, fight against a common terrible foe. Okay, so both of them are like, okay, yeah, we kinda know. There's a dragon there. I see a dragon. Guardian white dragon, to be precise. Strange for me to see one who does not cower and flee terror at my presence. Tiny human being, defend your courage and shriek. Well, I am searching for the words of power. Your name is nothing to me, female. I've been too long absent from your world. The word of power, that is something with which I am very familiar. Then when I would have snuffed out your existence for daring to even mention the word in my presence. Centuries of solitude have cooled the passion of my icy blood. Any of the words of power if you wish. Your magic is far greater than anything your trivial intellect will be able to comprehend. Moto, tell me about the word of power. What is an ancient magic, fashioned by the creator race that ruled the north before the time of Mannix? And I was not yet hatched when they vanished from the world. Able to harness the magic of the word, using it to shape this realm, to give eternal life to my slaves, to make my own body immortal. Where's the word now? The magic of the word sustains this realm and my own existence. It is never far from me, and this I will not tell you. What is mine, and you shall never have it. Anything I can offer in exchange. For immortality, what sustains me, is life itself. Something you can offer in trade. I want to ask you something else. Who are you? Long ago, who was known as, I'm not even going to try this. Let's just call him Ma. Yeah, Marfell. Marfell sounds good. Old language. There was a time when I was known as Winterfang in the terms of the Mannix. Winterfang sounds too cool for the giant lizard. These names mean nothing now. They're forgotten and vanished. So, how the fuck did you end up inside the snow globe? Ancient beyond comprehension, by the reckoning of my dragonkin. But my events are not immortal, though it may seem so to a short-lived creature such as yourself. First felt the fingers of enfeeblement creeping through my flesh. I would not sit idly by to wait my inevitable end. I created this world for myself, as a haven where I am safe from the ravages of time. Something else. Can you tell me about the dwarves and the dryads? My creations, my servants, my slaves. I gave them eternal life, built this realm, that they might serve my every need. My needs are few. It is rare that I am forced to call upon the creatures for their service. It's been many centuries since I last spoke with them. Now they only cower and fear, fleeing terror at my approach. So why the wolf fighting? Slaves must have an enemy. If they do not, they will turn against their master. I learned this once, long ago. The dwarves and dryads were plotting against me. I gave them existence and eternal life. If they dared to conspire to defeat me, I would have destroyed them. They are my servants. I would already destroyed my own property. Instead, I bound their loyalties to this realm, so that neither dwarf nor dryad will ever work together again. Now they have each other to hate. I am left in peace. I have need of one race to serve me, the other is consumed by an insane bloodlust. I have need of the other race, the spell is inverted. Those who were sane are now taken by the madness. Wrong to enslave these creatures. I created them, they are mine to do with as I please. Without me, the magic of the world of power to sustain them, they would cease to exist. Okay, let's bring that sort of information to the dwarves and the dryads, and let's see how that works. Yeah, can at least talk to the dryad. Actually, do I need to go outside then and shake the fucking thing so that we can get the dwarves to suddenly be reasonable? I remember there being some sort of mechanic like this where it's very roughly where you kind of had to do that. You make up this amulet. Well, it looks familiar, as if I knew it once, long, long ago. The inscription on the back was written in the old and ancient tongue. I know what the words say. 3 and 4 united to overthrow the master. Said that once this amulet held great magic. Both nature itself was contained within. But it is cracked. The magic within it is gone. I don't need anything to fix it. Perhaps I could imbue it with the magic of tree and earth. If it were whole, the amulet is cracked. It must be repaired before I can fit it. Magic. The strategy is beyond the skill of I or my sisters. Dwarves may possess such a skill. They will surely attack you on sight if you try to reason with them. Sorry. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go outside the globe, shake the globe, we're gonna go back inside again, then talk to the dwarves, get the amulet. Would you let me pass, please? Get the amulet. Fix it. Then we're gonna go outside again, shake the fucking globe again, come inside again, talk with the dryad, get them imbued with magic. Then I fucking don't even know. Time's falling within the globe. A small group of dwarves are being attacked by dryads. Enter the globe. Again. I mean, I already know where everybody is, just at this time. Dryads are evil. Have a taste of this. This is good. Indeed. It's rather enjoyable, isn't it? Yeah, Hood. It's me, your friend. To make this amulet dwarf. It is a pretty thing indeed. It looks familiar. It was known to me long ago. You see, the fancy writing on the back, an old and ancient tongue. Yet I can figure out the words. Reinforged, united. Rose for the master. And it was also great magic. See how it would be cracked now? The magic it once had is long gone. Can't do anything to fix it. I suppose I could repair the crack. Simple enough for me to cast a mending spell on it for you. And back while I work my magic. Ah, better. There, the amulet be whole again. But still be lacking the magic to make it a true artifact. Can you do anything about that? You ain't know the secrets of magic, I need the power of fire, forge, hammer and anvil. This amulet be forged to hold the power of tree and earth. Dryads have such power, right enough. But we have it for you. The tree has be crazed. You're dead long before they do. Aye, good luck. Come on, game, I figured this one out. I know what we need to do. We now go back outside again. We bloody shake the thing again. We come back in, we talk to the dryads, we go like, yep. Good. Fixed. I guess in the end we're gonna have to kill the fucking lizard boy. Rotate it. Up. Suddenly them dwarves be crazy again. Because of course they are. Sorry, passing by, rather busy. Yeah, amulet. Make it magic. Start up sleeping, but I wanna eat some more before I do. Yeah, I mean, not a bit sure to eat your fill. I mean, you know, probably after we get this word of power, we'll probably calmly end it. Thanks for running away. Right in the middle of casting. Yeah, you do that. I said, you know, I'm not gonna be around too much longer myself. Okay, let's fucking end this shortly. Come on, lady, I'm trying to fucking talk to you. Don't run away from me.
Did you welcome?
I'm your lad. Strange visions, half-remembered images. Remember about this vision. See a creature, cold as death, the master. See a... It is unclear. See the amulet. Yes, the amulet of ages. Forged to slay the master and free us from this existence. Remember, we set out against the master. Dwarves and dryads together. No, memory is fading. The master was too strong. The amulet cracked. Its magic was lost and... Sorry, the vision is gone. Maybe I could free you from this master. we seek his death. If we could slay the master, we could find peace. But maybe the master is already dead. Even now, I cannot remember. Magic is so strong, I'm sorry. The memory is jarred by the minutes are gone. I cannot even recall the face of the master. Tell you no more. That's not really a problem, I already know where your master is. He's a bit of a bitch, sitting around doing nothing. What does it actually do? Cold resistance 30. But the question is, do I actually need that in order to win? I think that's a very good question, isn't it? Go inside and find out, shall we? It's like, you have the thing I hate. You need to drop it. Look at me, blocking his claws with my puny little sword. I'm amazing. Ah, that's brutal. That actually hurts. Not so much that I necessarily, you know, I'm completely worried. Says White Dragon. My health is going low. Yeah, you know what, choke potion first, and then use your healing spell. Master shall die. Remember this dragon. Oh. I didn't remember this dragon in particular, but I will tell you, he will die. What he has done. His crimes against humanity. Dwarven kind. Right kind. Well, drop some loot. Oh, right. I mean, ever since a while ago, we are kinda overpowered, aren't we? But in circumstances like these, helps us a lot. Words of power.
Done well to find the second word.
Thanks for interrupting my looting, bitch.
Its power draws my spell, so that my projection may speak to you in this vision.
Speak to you.
Much you must know.
Oh, what do you have to tell me?
Morgrim is nothing but a fool.
Mm-hmm.
He does not truly understand what he sees. The words are ancient beyond imagination.
The words. What actually are the words? The magical words. If you just put them together, it ends up as something like psych. You just sit there like, what the fuck?
I, Hadralin of the world's slaves,
Mm-hmm.
was there at the beginning when the world was hot and this land was jungle where the old ones,
Uh-huh. What slaves?
the living power of the words, Morgan seeks, had to be bound in the flesh of the words.
Mm-hmm.
We were unwilling guardians, our souls tied to the ancient magic of the old
Spells got
ones.
used to slay each other. Mm-hmm. Now I kinda want one for myself.
When the world was hot, we were slaves, suffered for the empire of the old ones. The words, wiping their power
The words.
spirits,
She really likes that word, doesn't she? How what do you say?
the old ones are mine. An ancient race of this ruled the north, the dawn of time. We were old when even the elves were young. We were the first
The creator race. Whoa.
creator race.
I make it sound so grand, but then again, you're just lizard people.
We were also a race of unbridled cruelty. The strong ruled and the weak suffered. And we were slaves suffered.
Yeah, it's always the same, isn't it? Like, yes, cruelty was there and everyone suffered, but myself, we suffered the most. Just wanted to make sure, you know. Like, yeah, yes, have my pity. And what was what? a pocket are you talking about?
Once this winter land was a lush jungle. Vents from the earth blasted scorching steel.
Travin's just like, what the fuck is that lizard talking about?
The world was warm. The old ones lived in this paradise, as did we word slaves.
Which, you also lizard people, makes you part of the old ones. Oh, what happened to this tropical paradise?
The giants died. Rust and snow covered the land. For all their power, the masters could not stop the change.
It's
They vanished from the world,
dramatic.
consumed by the earth that had turned against them.
Oh, so you mean, the world cooled down over millennia and your people were stupid enough to not realize that the millennia that it took probably for that to happen. And you people are a bit slow on the uptake, aren't you? Oh, you people were out. How did fuck you survive?
Then the old ones vanished. The power of their words remained, as did we, the word slaves bound to that power. Forced to walk the narrow
I mean, we know there was some ice, some very icy times on our nice little planet, so it's not really that
legacy.
unimaginable for other worlds having the same problem. Now where you have periods where the world gets hotter and periods where it cools down again. Such rhythms do happen. Of course, if you are a very specialized species, like the fucking lizard man that you require, because probably they're cold-blooded, which means they do require a rather hot climate in order to function properly, you're kind of fucked. Normally, since, evolution doesn't really... Well, I mean, evolution solves itself in this case. It's like, okay, yeah, you couldn't adapt in time, so we kind of deserve it. Ugh, could you stop doing that, please?
Word slaves,
Like, sorry, I'm a fucking lizard.
but some learned to survive in the frozen wastes,
Ooh.
hiding from the lesser races who now hunted us.
Mm-hmm.
To survive what the masters could not endure.
Well, all nice and easy. Some big brain talk. Indeed. What happened to the words of power when the old ones died then?
Over the centuries, the magic of the words became
Does she have lizard tits?
power.
It looks like she has no tits whatsoever.
As we who were left
And maybe, some lizards do lay eggs and do not actually eat their younglings like we do, like the mammals do. So, maybe, just maybe, he's one of those egg-laying kinds.
we who had once been slaves,
I do really want to go there.
and hid the words,
I mean, she doesn't really look
we would be forever.
even mildly, attractive to human standards. We at least had, like, look at here. I at least have some titties. That very pointy titties. Pointy enough that I have bended my armor in order to accumulate that. You and purebloods have a bust in 5e. Tell you, what does it have to do with Morgan then?
Seeks to unlock the dormant power of the words.
Mhm.
Word slaves, humans, dwarves, elves. Morgrim would have all bow to him as master.
Well, thanks. I would have never figured out Mongol was seeking world domination. Or that little history of your people. No, that's not, do that. Wait. Let's go like, yeah, Mongol will ever succeed. I will stop him.
Morgrim is
In
already
the shape of the yam of a boober. Which he wasn't in.
the words were meant to release ancient evil upon the land.
Kitty, for the love of God.
Those who survived the change.
Look, it's not so much about forming the armor fit me. It's about my titties being so fucking strong. Would you please, Kitty, for the love of God, that I have actually managed to form the armor around my titties. That is true power.
The plague was only the first of the evils the words will unleash.
So we found out the origin of the fucking plague. It was the words.
World as you know it shall be no more if Morgrim
Yeah. All doom and gloom. Jesus Christ, woman.
is the legacy of the creator.
Oh great, you left behind the worst gift ever. Correct.
This cannot be. She attacks me through the world. She disrupts my spell of projection.
Yeah, alright. Who's worried? Tell me before it's too late. I asked you a question, bitch! Oh, thanks. Well, we got what we wanted. Time to disappear from this world of nonsense and give Aaron again another word. And be like, hey Aaron, here, take gift from me. I found this. You don't want to know where, you don't want to know what I had to suffer through. Bates. Moment. Lizard cities, for example. The suffering was great, but we achieved our goal. Anything else to say? She's just happily drinking herself stupid. I mean, fair is fair, to each their own and all of that, and if shit's her basic desire for life, then she shall go ahead and do so. Well, let's give Ellen then a little gift.
The city of Neverwinter is forever in your debt
I know.
recovering the first word of power. We hope you will have continued success on your mission to thwart Margram and his followers. But now is not the time to dwell on past successes. There are more words yet to be found before Margram gets his claws on them.
Well, I have one of the words of power.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Because you were fucking talking and I was raised to be polite and let people finish talking.
Hopefully this will slow the armies advancing on.
I mean, what the fuck sort of question is that, Aaron? When you wanna get stabbed? Because this is the way you get stabbed.
Blow to the plans of Margram's cult, whatever they may be.
Yes, we're gonna get all of the words to Neverwinter. Which is totally not going to leak to the enemy, and then they're not totally going to go there in order to get all of the words in one fell stroke. I sure as hell hope you have preparations in place for that, Aaron.
The Lord's Alliance is grateful to those who provide a shining example in these dark times, and Neverwinter is generous to her champions. I have been authorized to grant a reward of 3,500 gold pieces to you for this task.
That's nice. I also ran into Adrenaline again, Aaron.
Adrenaline? What did the lizard woman have to say this time?
Well, she spoke of the ancient great threat. He claimed to be one of them. Think she's a friendo.
I'm no history expert, but wouldn't that make her thousands of years old? I'm not
Kinda.
sure whether I believe her, and I don't know what this has to do with Margaret. But I intend to try and find out.
Yeah, you said the same last time, and you didn't fucking get anything, now did you, Aaron?
Leave Hadrian
Nah,
to me.
you're not good.
Margram and his crew are still skulking around the countryside, which means they must believe there's at least one more word still undiscovered. Find it before they do.
I was kinda about to do that.
I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
That's pretty good. You don't protect those words very fucking well. Well, then I guess we have to sell some more things, and then we can, well, set up for the next one we're gonna do, which is the last one, isn't it? Actually, I need to go to the temple for that. Another wood. Because now we haven't seen enough for wooded areas yet. No, we need to see at least one more. Obviously. Oh, sell some pieces. And we need to store some books in our inventory packages because they will not go the fuck away. I don't actually need this any longer because I can't fucking get them out there anyway. Just have to admit it. Sometimes you have to admit things are not just gonna go your way. Alas. Yeah, but Myriad of the Ages. I mean, it's kind of cute, but I would really like to sell it though. But he's late. Do I look like a fucking rogue? Oh, then don't even ask me. I'll sell it. Cancel a lot of that. Cancel that. Let me see. Do I have some space somewhere left? Well, I mean, luckily enough, I still have quartet. Wouldn't do without that particular head now, would it? No, no. Store that. Store it. Store it. 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 And we're officially out of space again. We're a lot out of space, aren't we? Well, let's end, well... Okay, I've done this. Why is my smartphone beeping? It shouldn't be beeping. Pretty sure I made you silent, didn't I? Maybe I misclicked. It could of course be the case. Okay, we have done this, we have done that, and I think we're relatively close to getting another level up, which means our companions will talk to us again. I need to remember to do that and start dealing with their fucking quests. Yes, we shall do that next time. Because after all, this is kind of the reason we're going for. Finishing a quest line in one area, getting part of the main quest done, getting our initial goals set and done with, and then calm down and end it quickly and nicely. Ah, good times. Very, very good times. Well, thank you very much. Hello. Yes, hello, shall be your name. Also, do excuse, since people have actually pointed out that I do have a tendency to add little to people's names, don't worry about it. Just a fucking vocal tick I have that I will never get rid of, apparently. Too long reach. Oh, no problem. Thank you for keeping me company while you're waiting. Let's turn this around, shall we? Let's have fun today. I do love Neverwinter. Tomorrow we'll see something very completely different, as in we see Grandia again. Very different game, very different. Technically it's the same genre though. Those are RPGs. You can't really compare them though. Ah, good times. Whip. That one. Save it again. When will be established again? Well, technically speaking, either if fucking EA fucking moves its ass, or because I'm not really willing to wait that fucking long apparently that it takes them to move their fucking ass, probably somewhere next week. I might actually. Well, of course I did. This time I had another guy there who was like, yes, have you tried contacting Steam about this? I was like, whole reason I'm giving you a fucking call is that we did this already. I fucking hate those guys sometimes. And now when you have... It's like somebody fucking never ever looks at the fucking note. And he's like, yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Have you tried the most obvious step already? It's like, no. Like when it's like, you know, this fucking conversation about, so you're having a problem with your computer. Have you tried restarting it? Like, yeah, no shit, woman. They were fucking most electronics. Like, I have a problem with that. Have you tried turning it on and off? Yes. Of course I have. Well. But well, this is not going to dampen my mood at all. See no reason to do so. So let me quickly do my little outro thingy, and then we'll see. You're having a problem with your phone. I've got a problem. Yeah, questions like that, but like, really? Well then. For the moment, I shall eat you at you. Have a good one in all of that. Yeah, let me see who has dropped by on the right side. I think that's actually going to be a little short list, because, well, there are not that many. Little he has dropped by. Which was rather nice of him. He has done all he could. Chatted a lot, ate a lot, followed a lot. You should appreciate all of that, because, you know, eating is good for you. Keeps you alive, quite literally, to put it mildly. Well, but that is for the YouTube side. And on the EF side, good old-fashioned to which side we have, if nothing else, little William. And, you know, if I play Neverwinter Nights on a Friday and little William doesn't show up, I would actually assume him to be dead, honestly, at this point, because, well, very surprising. Then, surprise, surprise, little Worm has also been on the Twitch side. Dropped by out of nowhere, and he has followed. Those things are, of course, very much appreciated. Next in line, and I think that's actually the last one for today, would be the little strategy mama, by a bit late and staying for Peach to accompany us in all of this. And well, little William, I'm actually doing a stream. I'm probably gonna look in there for like 5 or 10 minutes until my eyes fall asleep. Sounds pleasant. I shall do so. Shouldn't be that hard to find. I guess I can just click on your name, can't I? Yes, I can probably. Okay, that was it. As for everybody else on the more looking side, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. I always like to point out, just finding this is already a job very fucking hell well done. And now, really pat yourself there. Did good indeed. And yeah, I think I was pretty sure I had actually something I wanted to talk about that I had written down as a note, but ever since I started that nonsense, my desk is even more messy than it usually is, which means I have not even a fucking clue where I put that note. I'll probably find it until tomorrow, and then I'll tell you about it if it's important. We'll see indeed. And well, yes, as I already said, tomorrow is Saturday, which means it is a Grandia day, and I'll actually try this time to be on time and not like 7 hours late, because I don't like to avoid that. Somewhat, it's kind of not my style. Oh yeah, right, the watermark thing. Good point, Lurm. I did write me note down, and that one is laughing in my face, and I will now go to the setting and look for that setting that deactivates the watermark. Should show up at the fucking end of the video and not the whole time. It should, technically speaking, save us that problematic nonsense of it being over the fucking chat. It's probably not going to show up on this stream as long as it's live, but it should start happening going on forward from the stream tomorrow. Basically just tell me the next time you drop by if it's still a problem. I'll try to solve this now before I forget about it. That would probably be the better choice. Yeah. Indeed. A good night to everybody, and well, see you at the earliest tomorrow, and hopefully somewhat on time. Around this time, minus like 3 hours and 30 minutes.